What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp. It is February 21st. It's WWE Elimination Chamber time, and we got another watch along. Here we are, youtube.com/Fightful Scraps, which, we're just doing a little bit of everything. Why not? Hot diggity darn. We're here to watch WWE Elimination Chamber. I'll be here throughout some points of this show, but kind of handing off a lot of the reins to our friends Rob Wilkins and Joel Pearl. How are you guys doing? We'll start with old Bobo Wilkins.
I am doing great, man. I have been pumped up all day for this, and I think the biggest reason is I really don't know who's going to win almost any of these matches. It's just completely up in the air, and I love that.
A reminder, guys, I will be doing a post show after this as well. So check out youtube.com/Fightful. I'll be on with Malcolm. But Joel, what's up? You're not banned.
Not this week. Not ever. If I have my way.
My God. What match are you guys most excited about tonight?
That triple threat is now looking a lot more interesting to me.
Yeah. I mean, I love how the chamber matches are now, since they made them more wrestler friendly and they went away from the, oh my gosh, it's got the steel grates on the sides. It's like, okay, we can't feel that, but they definitely can, type of thing. So, Kyler, I hope I have you as a mod on here. I need to check and make sure, but if not, let me know and I'll rectify that situation. But Kyler is actually behind a whole lot of stuff on this channel, guys. So show it some love, leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Last year, I put hundreds of hours into posting and uploading clips on the back end, and we have handed that off to Kyler, and he is kicking ass with it. So these watch-alongs are an effort to monetize the channel. Once we get to 4,000 watch hours, we'll be able to do that, and we'll be able to enact super chats. And originally I was like, you know what? Maybe the watch-alongs will go away after that, but none of these two don't completely fuck things up.
There's still time.
None of they don't completely fuck things up while I'm gone tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I said to Joel when we talked about it. I'm like, as long as we don't blow something up, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to screw something up bad enough to where I get mad at it. We got Gisberto Guzzo here. Gisberto, what's up?
Not much. How's it going, guys?
Just wait until this first match gets kicked off, and I'm going to hit the bricks and do my live blog. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually excited for the match quality of tonight's Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, they've been doing this amazing thing where everyone's kind of on their toes, not expecting anything in particular coming out of these matches, and then everyone delivers. It's becoming, I hate to say like a takeover-esque pay-per-view, but whenever they're up against the wall, there seems to be some magic that happens.
And a whole lot of stuff changing for this show. They added a fatal four-way match that was on the prelims, the kickoff, to set up a top contender match for the spot that Keith Lee has vacated. He's not there. Won't go into detail or speculate why he's not there, but he's out of that match. And the way that they had constructed the creative, I was told, was that they needed a third person. In addition to that, Lacey and Asuka is off. So that's three things that have already changed in that regard. Just a week ago, they had The Miz planned for a match. That changed. So 4 of the matches have already changed, as we've got Queen Hannah joining us in her Britney Spears shirt. Did you see the Britney Spears SNL skit last night?
I did not. I have not watched it yet.
It was actually pretty good.
Oh, it was solid.
It was pretty good.
I was in bed by the time SNL came on.
Because then they showed the vintage Britney Spears episode from like 2000 or something.
Oh, did they?
I think so, yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
It is my St. Patrick's Day shirt. It says, and they say, she's so lucky.
That was a banger. That was a good one. Oh my gosh.
My notes.
I was trying to find a movie to watch last night, and I was going through like some action like titles, and I think Amazon Prime messed up because they had Crossroads and act like their Britney Spears movie in the action section, and I was like, this might be interesting if this edited. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
I haven't watched that movie in so long.
Now, Sean, you
All right.
mentioned that there's no replacement for the Asuka Lacey match. Did they give a reason why, or just they couldn't find a suitable
Oh,
replacement?
I don't know if there's not a replacement. I just said it wasn't on the lineup, but
Right.
Jeff Hawkins is here.
Yeah, I have entered the chat. Rob, are they saying that Crossroads with Ralph Macchio is an action film? Was that what we got with?
Yeah, I don't know. It just said Crossroads, and it had the movie cover of Britney and Zoe Saldana.
The Britney
Yeah.
version. Okay,
Yeah, that
I was
one.
thinking a much older version of Crossroads.
No,
where
that-
Ralph
it was-
Macchio-
The
I
obvious
even clicked
action classic Crossroads with Britney Spears.
Oh God.
Look,
And I was impressed.
if John Woo remade Crossroads with Britney Spears, it'd be one of the greatest movies ever made.
KO.
I
Very
would watch
excited
that.
for this. And for Crossroads talk. Really excited for Crossroads talk.
Yeah. That's what I came for. Was
Yeah,
Crossroads.
That's
Once
what
that
this chat is
conversation's
hanging
over,
out
I'm
for.
out. I'm out
Yeah.
after that's over.
Rob, you'll be on your own. Good luck hosting.
that-
we'll be
well,
done.
That talk about like if we don't mess it up, and we're doing pretty well talking about Britney Spears.
Goodness.
That's top tier content.
Yeah.
I forgot I was supposed to do the Thunderdome tonight. I didn't even sign up, and they sent me a link, so they must not be having people sign up anymore.
I
Or
missed mine.
the ratios may be off. It's like we need more females in here.
They always put me ringside. I won't even be paying attention, and they'll have me ringside.
Take it as a compliment.
Yeah, my call time was 4:30.
Ugh.
4:30.
Yeah,
What? So that you could watch
4:30.
them set up the ring?
I guess.
What were they gonna do?
Don't they usually just show like highlight or like commercial after commercial?
Yeah, it's
Like,
just
yeah.
promoting all of their stuff. Yeah. So who
We're
does
working
everyone
on the
have winning
cheering.
this? Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
they definitely coach you on cheering during that too.
Yeah.
So who does everyone have winning this one?
Oh, this one's tough.
Oh,
I
This is
have
actually the
Bra-
match I'm looking forward to most.
I have Brian winning.
That's who I thought was winning, but now I'm like, I think Cesaro might pull it out. I really do. I don't know.
On my
That's why I'm so looking
on
forward
my
to it.
Wrestle Rumble predictions, I put Brian winning and Sammy out first. Sammy getting eliminated first.
So the match, Roman has the match directly after this, right? It's not
Yes.
wait till the end
Yeah.
of the night.
Runs
Okay.
in, bell, spear, 1, 2, 3. It's a heat segment. That's what I have for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
So
who it is.
Part of me
Is
wants to
that for
troll and be
sure
like,
how it's-
Corbin.
Is that for sure how it's happening? That Roman's next, or I thought it was Roman was going on last.
Don't know, but I don't. I didn't ask on this one.
I didn't ask either.
Yeah.
I assumed that it was right after this, just because that's a Roman thing to do. Why
Yeah.
would
It
he
would've
let
been-
somebody wait till the end of the night?
Right.
Yeah.
It would have been fantastic if they put like Sammy's documentary in there too,
With his documentary.
with him,
Oh,
just in the little. Oh,
Thunder Rosa just decided to follow me. That's interesting.
Hey,
Tell her we like her.
So I'm thinking
Sorry.
Owens. I'm thinking Owens for this match, and then I'm not sure, but I can see a scenario where they find another way to screw him out in another match with Reigns.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I just think it'll be right after this.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah,
just talking
that's
about
what the
that.
conversation was before. Is it going to happen right away, or is someone going to get a couple hours off and then we do it later? If it's right away, like Jeff was saying, like spear 1, 2, 3, big heat.
yeah.
Yeah.
But part of me is like, if you want to save everyone in this match, have Corbin win and then have Reigns just demolish Corbin and everyone's done and we're out.
Yeah.
I just think if it's not right after this, it's not the Roman thing to do. Like Roman is like, I don't have to defend in the chamber, just at the chamber. Of course he's going to come out as soon as they're not even going to stand up yet from just dying in this match.
Yeah.
He's already going to be out there. Like,
Yeah. If they do that, I think that fits Owens' narrative pretty well.
Yeah.
I just don't. I love Kevin
Yeah.
Owens, but God, I don't need to see that anymore.
If they're not going to pay it off, there's no use for it. That's the weird thing to me is that if they keep on beating Owens over and over and over again, and then he never wins the title. It's just to build up Roman. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right, that's the thing. Owens eventually has to win.
And Roman's not going to lose the title anytime soon.
I've mentally talked myself into Jey Uso possibly winning this and then just getting destroyed
and just
by
laying
Roman
down.
too.
I had talked myself earlier into him just laying down for him.
They did reference the finger poke of doom last week on Talking Smack, so.
Oh, God, no.
Jey Uso actually had the most hilarious appearance on Talking Smack this past week. Kalisto came onto the show and he was about to make a big announcement, and then Jey Uso just came on the set screaming and kicked him out. It was actually, I was laughing really hard.
Why is he headbutting the freaking plexiglass?
Goldberg.
Intensity.
It's bulletproof. It's not headproof.
My God. So Jay has to start it out? Or is he going in a pod? I don't remember how many people have been out yet.
I think is that 4?
Okay, he's in a pod then.
Wait,
Cesaro should be out next.
It's 4.
Okay,
So Cesaro and Brian.
So Cesaro and Brian are starting it.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Oh, well, we might have Kofi, too.
Oh, you got Kofi, so who came up?
No, Kofi's in the other
Kofi's on the other
Kofi's
show.
in there.
Sorry,
I missed
He
his
already got
entrance. I was
fired.
taking notes.
You
Already got
cover
fired.
wrestling, Rob.
I know.
You're fired. What is this?
Yep, it was a good run.
No, I was getting ready to say
11 minutes.
if Jay was starting the match not in a pod, I was getting ready to be like, damn, Roman's not pulling very good strings anymore. Like, you're really having him start the match? My closed captions are so far behind. They're like,
mine too.
30 seconds behind what's happening.
No, I remember watching the first few of these where they actually had the bulletproof glass, and it kept them from doing certain spots because they kept running into it, and there was no budge to the damn thing whatsoever.
Yeah. Was it women's tag one when Nia or Tamina that like went through it? Went through the whole thing. I don't remember which one. I think it was Nia.
Nia.
Yeah. I don't remember.
I just remember the one with, I think, Finley and MVP where nothing was working as planned. It was really hurting people and stuff. You're like, ah.
Yeah.
Is that the one where Mark Henry's pod broke? Or is that a different one?
I think it's a different one.
That's a different one.
I think.
There have been too many Elimination Chamber matches.
Exactly.
This is what? I think they said the 26th.
That's what she said.
Nice.
If you're talking about she, that's not me. I would never say it's a nice little package.
It's the motion of the ocean, kids. It's not.
Good night, folks.
Well,
hope you enjoyed it.
Gotcha.
Never getting monetized.
Because Stans is out on a high note, everybody. God, they gotta drop that fucking King gimmick. It's so.
It's so. I thought they were. I thought they were just being like, "Oh, he likes expensive watches," but then he said, "And you'll bow down to me."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ah."
I will never forget.
Yeah.
This was like, so WWE, they did a Raw and SmackDown tapings in Toronto. This was 2018. And I'm sitting in the crowd and they announced that King of the Ring. And I saw the field and immediately I was like, nah, Corbin's winning it. And not only that, I saw the background. I saw the creative meeting where Vince McMahon was like, why have a Baron when you can have a king?
Yeah.
Oh, man. And you're.
I think that's why they won't
right
have
on
another King of the Ring. They won't have another because they don't know what the hell to do with him.
Yeah.
So they're like, we'll just keep him. We'll just keep him the king. Like, God,
I wish they did like they did in the
this entrance
80s.
is tripping me out.
Oh, he's been doing it forever.
I wish they did like they did in the 80s when they would defend the crown and like Harley Race and Haku. And, yes. And Randy Savage won it.
Well, what blows my mind is Harley Race is like around the age of AJ Styles now when he wins, but he looks like 57 when he's in the WWF.
He looks ancient. Yeah. They've had the green shit like flying at the screen for Cesaro's entrance because I've never noticed that before.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a bit.
I clearly don't pay attention when wrestling's on.
I'll say.
Because I've literally never noticed that before. I was like, I feel like I'm in like a 3D movie right now. Like, what's happening?
The special effects are cool, but I kind of miss the Titantron videos.
Yes, I posted about that last night. I do miss them a lot. I'm scaring Sammy.
I couldn't believe the amount of anger at Cesaro for re-signing. That's what got me. I'm like, my man is in his 40s now. He's getting fuck you money to hang out, and his girlfriend works in the same place, and everybody just cares about, he's never gonna have another 5-star match. He's like, dude, I am on Easy Street right now.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Let him surf.
He makes good money doing all the up, down, down stuff. Like, leave that man alone. He's getting paid to play video games.
God damn it!
Exactly. Let him play Uno.
Let him live his best Uno life.
Literally, on their New Year's Eve episode, he gave like a 10-minute speech about how the highlight of his year was getting to play Uno with them every week. Like, it made his weeks go by faster. And these people are wanting him to leave. Like, leave that man alone.
How come he's not going through more tables and getting hit with more stuff? Fuck you.
We want there to be staples thrown at him every night. I'm sure that's what he
had the
wants.
best death matches. Yeah, exactly.
I want him to suffer more getting dropped on his head in Japan. Yes, that's what we all want from a guy. Please.
Oh, here's a random question for you all. What's the most violent hardcore match you ever saw live? For me, it was Foley versus Orton at Backlash 04.
None.
That's pretty brutal.
This is a trick question.
I've never seen one.
XWF was still around when I first moved to LA, and I was actually in talks to possibly be a manager at XWF.
Oh no! Do you mean wait? Which X do you mean the Hogan Jimmy Hart outfit?
Oh no! The or no? Am I thinking the the Rob Black
XPW.
XPW. That's what I meant. XPW. And I went to that scaffold match that didn't end well for her.
Oh, Vic Grimes.
Vic Grimes.
Oh man.
Wow.
And as scary as that was, the crowd was even more scary. So
I've not been to any death matches or anything. I was in San Antonio for the Riddle Chuck Taylor no DQ match. That was a lot of fun. And then the match where Adam Cole took that big crazy ass bump off the cage, whatever takeover that was. I want to say Toronto.
One of the worst.
The air raid siren off top of the cage.
There you go. That was crazy.
The only really bad thing that I've seen live was I was at the War Games when was it Ciampa did that damn dive off the top of the cage onto Cole last year when everyone thought they were dead. That's literally the only thing I've seen live that was even remotely like, oh shit. And then they were fine.
The worst accidental spot was actually Cesaro in that Survivor Series that was here in LA when he ended up taking his face into the post and ended up knocking all his teeth out.
He
didn't knock him out. They went in.
Yeah, they went in, but we all saw it and we knew at the moment, oh my God, that wasn't supposed to happen right now.
The worst thing I ever saw was at a house show when Ric Flair did his the tights gimmick where he lets part of his you see part of the tights. It was Shawn Michaels' first match back. It was at a house show from his retirement. So Flair did this on purpose, and that was the worst thing I've seen. But as far as extreme or Death Rolls match, I haven't seen anything like that comes to mind. So
I enjoy watching Cesaro and Daniel Bryan individually so much, but together they are just so fun to watch, and it blows my mind the people that still try to argue that they're not good at wrestling because they don't like them. I get so heated.
Breaking news, Jeff Hawkins, you're not alone. Thunder Rosa also followed me for some weird ass reason.
She's great.
She is.
Yeah. I think she's wonderful.
What the hell, Thunder Rosa? I'm right here.
My current co-host on Shake Them Ropes may have gone out with her once. So this is
really,
this is it.
Yeah. I think Novembrino went out with her once or twice because he knows her. outside of wrestling, as he likes to put. But he'll never tell me the truth. I'm just like, did you? He goes, I'll never tell you. I'm like, okay.
One of my favorite promotions back here in Toronto is Greektown Pro Wrestling, and they kind of presented themselves as like an ECW ripoff by just by virtue of the people they brought in. They would bring in like Sandman, and they brought in Nunzio for a while, and Tajiri and Mikey Whipwreck did a tag team spot with a couple of the guys here, and they did a bunch of hardcore matches over the years. So I think honestly, I can take any of those shows that I've been to and probably find one where there was enough ridiculousness that just put me over the edge with hardcore wrestling there.
Cesaro and Brian going at it. I love it.
Yes.
It feels like it's been longer than 5 minutes, and I'm like, I just give him 5 more.
Yes.
The one guy I miss in the Daniel Bryan Vanity Fed in SmackDown is Drew Gulak, because that dude was having great matches at that time.
He's a victim of his own versatility, because once you show Vince McMahon that you can be funny,
yeah,
God, man.
Yeah, what? We never paid out anything with that Gulak and Sheamus thing, did we?
Probably not. No. My God, I forgot about that. That they were just like, here, get his bags. Like,
I mean, there's still time. You could do something.
Sure.
But they've definitely made us forget about it.
Could do something tonight, even, but they won't do that.
Who do you guys think the next one in is? Somebody is Ray Callahan's asking in chat.
Morrison. Oh no, sorry, Zayn.
No.
Yeah, Sammy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Corbin's a
Sammy.
good one too.
I say Sammy.
And he's going to refuse to come out.
And I was wrong.
You're always ahead of us,
Yeah, seriously.
Anna.
I'm not. Like,
Corbin.
I paused it even.
So, Jeff, you you were around in the day. If Crockett WCW could have had this structure, do you think this would have been the War Game structure?
No.
Really?
Because everything was reliant on the Horsemen as a unit type of thing. So it was best for the team aspect of it for a gang to go against a gang. Yeah. I don't think they would have done this would have been maybe like 1990 WCW, 1991 WCW, where you could have like Flair and Muta and Steamboat and maybe Double A in there. And then you could have that kind of story where what will Arn do with Flair if he gets in and all these other things. I think that's more for a once they turned into WCW type story than for NWA. Crockett was all about, we have this big bad and now we need a gang around Dusty to go after him. And I think the War Games was good that way.
I always loved on the video games, up until a few years ago when they started to take shit out for some reason. You could do tag team elimination chamber, and you'd have 3-on-3. And I was like, why didn't they just do their own War Games like this? Like, it was a slam dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't put a JCP logo up the top of the roof like that. Won't look good.
No, but Medusa could walk across the top of it still, so that would be good.
Yeah.
I love the little things like Corbin pulling Brian's arm close to his body and holding his wrist. That way it's harder for him to throw the shoulder up. I love it.
Corbin is both that weird combination of underrated and overbearing. And that's so sad, because I love everything he does outside of wrestling, because he seems very charming, especially doing the barbecue, doing videos with like Corey Graves ironing his shirt and stuff. I mean, it's cool. But on TV, every time he comes on, he starts just doing the king shtick, or his promo cadence is the most go away heat I've ever heard out of a guy, because it's not real. It just sounds so fucking fake.
It is. It's so, and then you see him on Breaking Ground, and you're like, "Oh, that guy could get over big."
Yeah, he's the coolest guy ever on Breaking Ground.
Yeah,
yep.
He's like so just laid back, and I mean, even watching him on like Up Up Down Down, like even when he talks shit, he's just like, "Yeah, like you fucking suck." Like he's never like all like in people's face and stuff. he's someone that I enjoy watching do things when he's not as King Corbin. Like
him being so grossed out that people had to go through the indies was something that had longevity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go back to Ring of Honor.
That was
One of the best.
I loved that he said that because his character wouldn't know that Apollo Crews was never in Ring of Honor.
Right.
He would just think that every indie was Ring of Honor.
That's right.
Have you all
Although
gotten to see
I would have loved Apollo Crews to play the smart thing and be like, actually, they're owned by Sinclair, so they're not actually an independent. They've got all kinds of money.
But he has to be wearing a pair of glasses when he does that. He goes, actually.
Actually.
I don't have mine up down here. Up here. I'm upstairs.
You can borrow mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Every time you put them on, I'm like, that's an affront to me somehow.
I had to move my LASIK orientation consultation gimmick to March 2nd. Pissy about it.
Just do it on yourself. You get a screwdriver. Little ones, like the computer ones.
My cousin works at an office where they do LASIK, and I want to get it so bad, but she's too scared to get it. And so I'm like, that's not really putting a lot of confidence in me when you work there. But she's just scared because she's terrified of needles. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about doing it. I'd also be a little by needles in my eye and stuff like that.
I don't know. I feel like I can't complain too much because I had a needle that was like this fucking long stuck in my back when I was having a child. So, at that
how's
point,
everyone feeling now? This watch along thing's really going great.
It looked so long. It looked so long. I thought it was going to go through my entire body and come out of my stomach. So I'm like, yeah, all right, let's go for this. All right, who's next?
Oh, there he is.
Okay, I'm at the same time as you guys now.
There's always one with the spot.
I love the spot. I think it's
funny.
overdone, but I love it. MVP is still the best one because Undertaker just went into the pod and killed him.
Yeah.
It's perfect for Sammy's character too.
Yeah.
Would you guys agree that this is Sammy's best work in WWE?
And
I mean, character-wise,
does NXT count?
No, I was talking about since he's come up.
Just main roster?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Since main roster, yes.
Oh no, the pod's breaking in the back end.
I hate this camera work. Yep. Abysmal camera work.
It's part of the course.
We're recreating action with lots of cuts. I don't need that.
Yeah.
No.
More is more.
I usually have about one tweet a week where I'm just absolutely lose it because of production.
What even they say funnier when you see the cameraman physically move the camera.
With action movies too, they always say that you can always tell when a director doesn't know how to properly shoot action because it ends up looking like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which oddly enough, or funny enough, that's how a lot of the WWE movies are. That's where I first noticed it was in WWE movies.
My closed captioning has spelled Zane 4 different ways.
That's something else that Chris will get mad about. Novembrino used to do the closed captioning for all the WWE shows, and then they decided I think he tried to unionize The Office, which wasn't a smart move on his part. And he tried to make a deal, but he was the guy who was primarily responsible for their closed captioning. Back in the day, because he tried to cut a deal with the company, going, "Hey, just keep me, and I'll do all your closed captions."
That's funny. Yeah, it had Sammy spelled Sammmy, and then it was Sami, and then it was Zayn, Zain, Zane. What's happening?
I'm wondering who's running the caption machine.
Well, I'm figuring it's auto-correcting something. So,
that hurt. Yeah, they're calling it the haloob a kick.
Yeah, no, this is for sure Sammy's best work. Way better than any of the stuff he did with Lashley, or that one week he did the electric chair when they took live audience questions. So
I mean, I'll have you know that the Lashley sister stuff was the best stuff he's ever done ever. So, you know.
Who was one of those sisters? Was it Pineapple Pete, one of the sisters?
I don't think, was it Suge D or was it someone else who was?
Oh, it might have been Suge D. I can't.
Well, Suge D is Pineapple Pete.
Suge D is Pineapple,
yeah.
Well, I don't know. But I can't remember what he went as.
I was thinking Suge was part of that. I mean, I know he was part of the Adam Rosebuds at least once.
Yeah, even Dante Martin from Top Flight was one of the Rosebuds. That one of the shows I went to.
They pull people
it's really cool
for that all the time. Yeah,
it's really cool to go back and try to see. Well, not really. Whenever you see it, I'm not going back to look for it.
I'm not going back to watch it, but yeah.
No, it was Max Caster.
But I think he did it too, though. I mean, that's the thing. There's a lot of people that have done it.
I did enjoy Sammy when he was first coming out with Shinsuke, though, and he would dance so hard to his music. That always made me laugh.
That was good.
That was really fun.
Who's taking the bump here?
I gotta admit, I wanted him to come back as El Generico just at one point.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But I don't want WWE getting control of that IP either.
Yep.
So.
And I think that's why he would never agree to it.
Yeah.
A friend of mine asking me how he can watch Elimination Chamber, and I'm trying not to be a dick who says the WWE Network for $9.99 a month.
The award-winning WWE Network.
That's right. In fairness, he's Canadian, so I'm trying to help him out.
Which I will soon be running. No.
That's right. I'm excited for your first cock of the walk.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, the network's brutal here in Canada because you have to get it through your TV provider. There's no app. It's
So I did the VPN route once upon a time, and I still do it because I'm Canadian, and I still do it. And I said this the last watch along. I'm afayed for what's going to happen. Oh, that looked good.
Oh.
I'm afraid what's going to happen when
is he
Peacock
doing?
goes on.
What the? Is he doing pull-ups?
You would too,
Yes.
man.
I would not. Have you seen me?
If you were in his position and looked like him.
It is.
My kids
I
want
do
to
like
do
that they
pull-ups
put down
now.
those.
Yeah.
My
Sorry.
kids want me to go get my pull-up bar out so they can do pull-ups now.
Get them all jacked up. I was going to say, I'm glad that they put down those pads now. I know it's been for a few years.
Oh,
but
God, yes.
so much better.
Especially when the women were in there. I was like, could you imagine them in that original one where there was actually chain and grating down there?
No, that was one hell of a shit. Ugh.
Man,
Sasha would be gone.
he'd be like, nope.
Yeah,
know.
BBL spaghetti, because that was tough to take a bump on those.
By the way, that is an interesting Stone Cold Sessions with
Yeah.
Sasha Banks.
I have not watched it yet. I meant to, but I got busy today.
I put it on in the background while I was cleaning, and there's one moment in there when he asks about Ronda Rousey, and I think she was being very political, and I'm kind of intrigued by how she was acting. Because it's like, yeah, no, she came in, she was very helpful and stuff like that, but you could tell that she just was mad
there goes
that
Corbin.
somebody got a better spot. Yes! Good, get him out.
Very upsetting.
Wow.
Easy
No
night
more.
for him. Good for him.
No more King Corbin for
hail.
Universal Champion.
Damn it. I had
Easy
Sammy
night
out
for the king.
first.
The childhood dream has ended.
I guess Jay replaces.
Yeah. Heel time.
Okay, or not.
Well,
Suckers.
Once again, Roman pulling strings,
It's good. Very good point.
threatening AP.
We have a
I
history.
like this. I like this.
Say they're not Canadian. Come on.
Oh God.
That's great. Well done.
This is terrible camera work. Oh my God.
Is there
It's
another
very
tag team run in their future together?
Later.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they could have done like another Canada. I remember Sean mentioned it. They could have done another Canada USA angle. So you have more than enough people to have done it.
But will
Daniel
they be
Bryan
good or
sells so
bad?
well.
That's what I was freaking out about. Every time he does anything and he grabs his neck and head, I'm like, stop. Stop doing that. You're going to break my heart over here. Like, ooh,
Oh, that's why you don't do piggyback rides in wrestling.
yeah. Never.
And the old what I call the Bam Bam bomb, the
Oh, that's right.
going through the
mat.
ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, for vignette purposes, I do want a KO Ever-Rise combination. They're just so great together.
Wow.
You mean Kevin Owens, part of Bivens Enterprises?
Well, if I could get Bivens to manage Ever-Rise, I'd be happy with that alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought
would
his
be
work
solid.
this Wednesday was his best in WWE. Oh
yeah.
On their show at least.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not including all the great stuff he did on his own.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I'm going to mute the trains coming.
Oh. Well, it's the first time they actually did something with him other than catchphrases and... Although, there was that one week with the Indian tag team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
where he
wasn't
cut
going to
a
work.
promo. No.
They should be putting him with someone that is good, that can't talk as well, than somebody
Ricochet.
who is not good and also can't talk. And Tyler Rust is that. I think Tyler Rust is really good.
I really wanted Ricochet to go to like the Hurt Business, but it's a pipe dream. But if he couldn't go there, I wanted Stokely or Malcolm Bivens. But
Yeah.
oh well. I think it just helped him so much to have a voice.
Yeah.
I told
It really
Stokely
would.
I didn't even know he had a shirt until KO had it on. Like, I had no idea he had a shirt.
Well, at least he knows where the one sale came from.
Right, exactly.
That's right.
I told him I was going to buy it, and he said, don't waste your money. Sean, Jobber JJ asked, you said that he was with WWE for like 2 years. Why haven't they used him?
Boy, that's a good question. Wish I had an answer for it. I don't know. I mean, as I mentioned, they put him with like Daba Kato and Indu Share and all these people that can't wrestle or talk. Ooh, instead of somebody that could wrestle and talk and not talk, and they finally did that with Tyler Rust. I don't have an answer for that. I mean, it's their own stubbornness at this point.
Yeah, because I feel like you can't look at him and not realize that he would help someone out. And there's a lot of people that they have that need helped out.
Yep.
Also, I will not accept Daba Kato slander in this watch along.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take it and
his
like it.
highlight of 2020 was ripping somebody's dick off, I think. At Raw
A
Underground.
highlight well received.
Yeah.
It was so, like, yeah.
Oh my god, those cuts. Jesus.
Seriously, like, I mean, you never want to wish an injury on someone, but I bet Jey Uso is real glad that his brother had to be gone for a little bit because he's gotten so many opportunities he would have never gotten otherwise.
Yep.
For sure.
And he's good. I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed the kick to Sammy like out of nowhere. That was so funny.
Yeah.
It's very good.
This should be the kind of match that you watch and you go, wow, WWE's production made this look even better. And instead it's like, oh, they make this less watchable than if you just had a hard camera set up and you were trying to watch through the cage.
Yeah.
Yep.
As I scroll up and down Twitter, that's all I see is people bitching about the camera work. And it's that bad.
And half the angles look exactly the same. So it's just cuts.
I was convinced it was full sale students that were operating it, but no, this was a conscious choice.
No way. They were taught better. They're fresh out of class. They're taught not to do this trash.
Well, then they're re-taught to do it this way.
Exactly.
Who the hell taught you how to do this? This is an F. Well, the actual company that's using our facilities taught me how to do this.
It's the WWE method. How many wrestlers do we hear? Oh, well, when you go there, you got to unlearn everything. Like when they made Christopher Nowinski unlearn all the shit that Killer Kowalski taught him.
Oh boy, what's Owens doing?
Doing the one thing he does best.
That man always going to find something to jump off of.
Yes. He's got 4 great guys to go with, so.
My whole timeline is people praising Cesaro. Like, all of it.
Let's see what.
Owens always jumps off of stuff, and he's always safe when he does it. Like, I never see him hit somebody and go, oh, my God, they're going to miss a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows where to fall. It's almost amazing. Like, you saw him do that moonsault, and all 4 guys were ready for him. They were ready to catch him and ready to go down with him.
Sammy's gone.
Oh, poor.
Those trunks that Cesaro has on look like the TikTok leggings that everybody is obsessed with.
Oh, the
That's
Amazon
all I can
pants?
think about. Yeah. Someone showed an up close of them, and now that's all I can think about.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh, my God.
Oh!
Nice.
My arm hurts for him. Oh, God.
Sammy should yank on the arm right now.
You gotta spam the kick.
Why can these refs not pull it back? Like, what the hell's wrong with them? Should it just slide back open?
They're made of paper mache. All referees are made of paper mache. So
well, it's very clear to me that Jason Ayers has it out for Kevin Owens at this point. Like, that's it. Like,
that's true. I was gonna say Rudy's just standing in the ring like, hey, don't do that. Stop. Like,
what are you doing? What are you doing?
That's not nice.
Oh, and there it is.
There.
KO. He's gone.
Oh, okay.
That's an interesting choice.
I mean, after 5 kicks to the face, the fact that he was even conscious is amazing.
I bet his arm feels like how mine did after I got the COVID shot. Jeez. He got some good air on that jump, though.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I had it down to Brian winning and pinning or tapping out, winning over Uso. So we'll see. That was my prediction, even though I did have Sammy out first.
Oh, that's good.
God, this is a good match.
It is.
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, they're really good at these multi-person matches anyway.
They have so much talent. It would, I
Yeah.
mean, if they weren't, that would be saying a lot.
Well,
Wonder who
they
produces
managed to
that.
fuck up an awful lot of stuff in spite of how much
That's
talent
true.
they have. So.
That's true. But I feel like,
Look.
you know, once they're in there, like, is there a whole lot that you're gonna do? Like, they're in there. Like,
What was
Sometimes
that?
I wonder if that's the goal. Like, let's see how bad we can fuck this up this week.
Great in-ring matches, terrible out-of-ring storytelling. That's
yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
perfect.
Good God.
My Go.
Wish they would
Gotta
stop
make up with
cutting.
Friday.
Yeah,
A little
just
close to the
just set
post, Oos.
set the camera in one damn spot. Like,
I had one wrestler that said that they went to somebody and they're like, "Why are we taking the bumps if nobody can see it?"
Mm,
Yeah.
no joke.
very true.
It makes me so sad every time I watch Daniel Bryan that he's made it so clear, like, this is his last full-time run.
But, well, by all means, that means he's going to get like 6 more world title runs then. If he's going to hang around as a part-timer, we can expect him to main event WrestleMania. And
Probably
win a Royal
not
Rumble.
for about 15 years, though, because that'll be about when he's about 55.
Yeah, and I wrote a piece for Wrestle Talk magazine about how like they're phasing out a lot of their current part-timers. Like Undertaker's done. Austin ain't never coming back. The Rock, if we're lucky, one more in him, but Becky's there, Daniel Bryan's there, John Cena. Like they've got their next generation. The Bellas, they've got their next generation of part-timers. Edge and Christian. And I had somebody comparing Edge to Shawn Michaels, and I was like, whoa. Shawn Michaels was younger. Shawn Michaels was younger when he retired for good than when Edge came back.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Shawn Michaels is one of the few people that like knew, hey, I don't suck yet. Maybe I should go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but then he came back.
Yeah.
Because that Saudi money was too much.
we don't talk about that. That match never happened.
It was a Gas Leak pay-per-view.
I think this just came to me, but when Brian finally decides, like, I'm not saying finally decides, but when he does retire, he would be somebody that should open a wrestling school. Just how much you could learn from that guy, and he could charge whatever he wants.
I think he would probably be one that would like train people at their PC.
Oh, that makes sense too.
No, there's some great stuff if you've ever seen Wrestling Road Diaries. That first one with him. This is right after he got his medicals for the first time he was going to go into WWE, and they failed, and he was kind of waiting for them. He went around training and stuff, and the extras on that, in terms of the speeches he's giving students, is phenomenal to me. Not even just the in-ring technique, but just the mindset you have to survive being a wrestler if you never get to WWE. And it's just one of the most inspiring things I've ever seen, because at the time I was teaching improv, and that's kind of how I had to go to certain people doing that, or like, you're never going to be a celebrity necessarily doing that. And of course, one person in that workshop is now on an HBO show, so fuck me.
Hey. There you go. Oh my gosh.
It's like you'll never be a superstar out here in Philly, and then she moves to LA, and like within 2 weeks she books what was it, that Insecure on HBO, and you're just like,
oh
okay.
yeah. I love how we've gotten back to it being Bryan versus Cesaro.
Yeah.
That sucks.
What?
My kid, he said I forgot to put socks on him.
Okay, I thought he said that sucks.
I did too.
You raised that kid better.
No, he said you forgot socks because
It sounds like every reply on my Twitter when I say anything is good.
Yeah, our house got over 70 degrees for the first time in literally like 3 weeks today, so we're like sweating. So I didn't put socks on him earlier.
How do you
so now
miss
he's
that?
mad.
Oh, the camera.
Oh!
Why?
Wow.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Damn.
Wow. Okay.
There you
go. Wow.
All right, I was right for who it was down to.
I hope you didn't bet on Cesaro.
No, I did not, because I think that they're putting Cesaro in a Rollins storyline.
Yes,
I think
that would make
they're just
very
gonna
much
have
sense.
they're gonna have Roman crush Daniel Bryan probably for cheap heat, I'm thinking, but unless this gets the pin.
Ooh.
Oh, I think he's gonna come out and beat Bryan in like 3 minutes.
Oh, I don't even think it's gonna be that long.
Oh, I just think it will, because the way Roman is, just like playing with him like a freaking cat with a mouse, like
Uso
before
with
ending him.
Uso with the post-match beatdown. Roman comes down. Ding, ding, ding. Spear, 1, 2, 3. Maybe.
Could be.
Could have Jay win and have Jimmy come back and be like, no, we don't have to do it like this.
Jay winning would be interesting, but I just think they're trying to build up Roman here as uber heel. So
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't need this. Okay.
Jey Uso
I
is
do.
such a great example of just give somebody a fucking shot.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Oh God. Ugh.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
I know that had to hurt.
Got the
That
knees.
was fun. Good.
And he's
God.
up. Like, wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay.
There we go. Come
Bring
on.
it up.
That was
Bring him
great.
out. Kick his ass.
Bring out the dog.
Yeah. They shouldn't even play Brian's theme. They should just have Roman come out and be
Release
like,
the
here
hounds. Bring him
Here
out.
comes death.
What's that? That's doom coming. Don't even raise the chamber. Just have Roman come in.
I love that everything Daniel Bryan does, like he never half-asses anything. He's been in that match for freaking 45 minutes and was running full force. Like, doesn't, I mean, he gasses out, but doesn't gas out. It's
Yeah.
always amazing
Yep.
to me. Like,
Man.
Okay, Roman
That was
doesn't come
solid.
out until Jay gets another super kick on him.
Yeah, they have to do some sort of beatdown. Like, just pile it on.
Yes.
Daniel Bryan is not most men. That's what Corey Graves is saying.
Great.
What a
Him and
great
Ryan Jackson
match.
being-
What a fantastic match
That
that
was,
was.
That was
very
Good
good.
match.
Very good. Very solid.
And I mean, like, Cesaro got eliminated, but he didn't look bad in the elimination. Like, he still looked, took that kick to the damn face. Like,
Mm. And
he
everything made
goes
sense
so
too.
far across the ring.
Jobber
Goes
says
like
it's
3/4 of the way
2014.
across the ring.
It's 2014 all over again. JJ says. I was at that pay-per-view and it was outstanding. That was the Shield versus the Wyatt family.
Oh, my God.
There it is.
Oh, he's like, God.
Come and collect your ass whooping.
Here we go.
Oh.
I
I would
hate
like
this
to
AR
actually
graphics
see.
so
I would like to see a actual long match though between Roman and Bryan. I think it would be so good.
I kind of want Heyman with a mic right now going, this match is scheduled for one fall. I represent, and just the whole time.
Just
Heyman
don't even
looks
turn off
so
his music.
mad.
Yeah, he looks like Rickles in Casino.
Oh, God.
Seriously, yeah, just don't even turn off his music. Just keep playing it.
Yeah.
The match is going to be over. Oh, he's
That's
taking
a
his sweet time
perfect
going down to the ring,
comparison.
though.
Well, yeah, because everyone wants to get a gander of shirtless Roman. That's what we're here for.
He is so jacked since he came back. Like, I love how he was never shirtless before, and now he's like, oh no, look what I did. Like,
Look what I did.
I was gone for 4 months. Look at me now.
Look what I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just have Edge come in on the side, spear him,
I
throw him in. Daniel
really
Bryan
think
gets the 3. New champion.
I really think he's gonna win, but I could definitely see Edge spearing him as soon as the match is over for payback for
Oh, yes.
Friday.
I love everything about this gimmick except that moment where he goes into conspiracy theory nut. You
Yeah.
don't like me, you don't like my children, and you don't.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
oh,
Nice.
I like that.
oh.
A little bit of possum.
That was sexy.
Okay. My one fear was that he was going to come in and squash him immediately. So, okay, he just looked terrifying though when he pulled
Oh,
his hand
yeah.
back. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Brian's like, okay, I've had enough.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
I mean, this could be Brock doing that, so I guess we're lucky in that way.
Yeah. That is one of my favorite Brock matches, was the Brock Bryan match from a couple years ago.
Damn.
Ooh, I like that new Chiron.
Yep.
He looked so angry.
Nice. Shiny.
I always kind of like that Heyman has that eye of concern when watching Roman. Like, is he going to snap and kill somebody now?
Right.
And is it going to be
his
me?
lawyer?
Yeah. Will it be me?
Yeah.
I'm digging the gold gauntlet, too, on Roman's hand.
Oh yeah,
like
that's
he's Thanos.
yeah.
Right.
He's been doing that one for a while. I love it.
I hadn't noticed it.
Oh,
yeah,
Oh.
that's it. Guillotine.
I heard the bell on somebody's TV before I saw it.
Was not mine.
Nope, not mine.
Not mine.
It's the guy watching on the TV.
It was a good
How
run.
long was that?
4
I
minutes
guess.
tops.
My,
I was gonna say
I
if
don't
it was more
remember
than
how
3:30, I'll be shocked.
I don't remember how long I guessed.
That 4 minutes? There's no way, right?
No, like I said,
I meant-
it's very
minute.
shocked.
I meant including the entrance. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, because
That's always
You
my
know-
struggle with Wrestle Rumble is I never know if it's bell to bell or entrances.
It's bell to bell because otherwise
Yeah.
every Undertaker match would be 35 minutes.
That's true. That is true.
But then
And that-
here's the thing. Wrestlers will, well, not for Wrestle Rumble purposes, but they'll be like, oh, I got 15 minutes. They mean with entrances
Yes.
when they
Yeah.
tell me.
Yes.
And
When
I never have any idea how long their entrances are.
Yeah. When they do a segment, they do it with entrances included. So if they give them 10 minutes, then that's to get both of your entrances in and do the match. Like,
Yeah. I smell a steak cooking downstairs. It's nice.
I had a ribeye for dinner. I feel you.
Ribeye. That's actually what I'm having too. They didn't
Love me
have
some
any New
ribeye.
York. They didn't have any filet mignon or New York
Yeah.
strips at the store, so
Even if they
Very
did.
going with a
Very deep.
ribeye like a pleb.
here,
Like
you
all
didn't make
you
me a
there it
steak.
people watching.
oh, you
There it is.
Called
Yep,
it.
I was waiting for that
And
promo.
Now
he's
point to
called
the
match.
sign. Point to the
Call him a
sign.
match.
I'm going to WrestleMania.
Point to the sign.
Jeff Hawkins.
So they're-
Jeff,
Yeah.
up here.
Oh,
I'm up here, Jeff.
oh, thank you.
So one night at Mania
Thank you,
is
Ma.
them.
Maharaja,
other one-
thank you.
The other one better be Bianca and Sasha main eventing first night.
Yeah, it's got to be. That sounds good to
Has
me.
to be. I can promise you there is no match they're going to come up with between now and Mania that would make me want to see Drew McIntyre main event. Nothing.
I think they might main event Charlotte and Rhea again on night one. Call me nuts.
No.
Sasha and
Oh, and
Oh,
the pyro
oh,
for the pointing.
oh, all right.
There's your screen grab.
KO is jumping off that during WrestleMania.
we need to bring back our point at the fucking sign shirt because it's
Yeah,
that time of the
please.
year.
Please.
Pro Wrestling
Have it-
Tees, those cowards pulled it down because Rousey's legal team sent a cease and desist.
Oh,
Baseless.
Have it be Roman's or Edge's character this time.
Yeah.
and
You
then
know,
you could
at
have
one
a.
point-
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say you could have a whole run of shirts. You know, look up at the briefcase, check the cage.
When I scripted the fight with me and Melissa and we were filming it, I wanted to do a spot where she jumped off a ladder at me, but I wanted to make sure she climbed up it really slow. And as she did it, goes, "Why is this taking me so long?"
You know, eventually they're gonna have to make those WrestleMania signs smaller again, because every year they're adding a foot to it. I think they're doing.
Seems like it.
It's legitimate. Like every
Really?
year since 20, they've added a foot to the sign. That's been the gimmick.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
They need to start adding it in terms of depth so that it eventually reaches the ring, and when they point, they're actually hitting the sign. That'd be awesome.
WWE Warehouse should be a full-on WWE Network show. Every single month, episode. Uh-oh. Oh, it's the Broken Skull Sessions thing.
Yeah, it's never going to be anything fun.
Thought we were about to hear him come out and recite a poem on Raw or something again.
Oh God, it is almost 3:16 again. Oh God.
I never want to see him again in an empty arena ever.
Never.
That was awful.
Yep.
Especially after
yes.
I had just seen him freaking 6 months prior.
I'd love it if they.
And then seeing the empty arena stuff, I was like, "Oh, this is painful." Like,
if I were WWE, I would have done so many cinematic matches with people who could not wrestle anymore that it would have been absurd. Like, I can't believe they didn't do more with what opportunities that they had.
So, Jeremy, his prediction is that the reason that they're not closing it with that and closing it with the Raw is because he thinks that the Fiend is going to come out and attack the other ones.
Every single pay-per-view, someone's saying it. I'm done trying to get the Fiend back. I'm done.
But I mean, at this point, why would the Raw one main event over this?
Oh, I think he replaces Kofi in the cage. I don't even think he waits till the end. I think he's in there at some point. Lights go out, Kofi's in a pod originally, and then all of a sudden it's the Fiend in a pod.
I think it would be funny if they were like, somebody was already out of their pod and the lights went out and then he was back in that pod. Like, that it was closed again and he's just in there. They're like, okay, don't open that one. Keep that one shut.
Let it on fire. Let it on fire.
Do we even want to see the Fiend, though?
As long as he doesn't come out of the ring, I'll be fine. Because I hate that trope so much.
Yeah, I think that he's probably going to come out and attack Randy to start their shit up again.
Yep. I think this kind of ends with Miz winning the title, to be honest with you. But
I think there's going to be a cash-in tonight.
Did you guys see what I said originally until Raj Giri completely ruined it? My original idea was Jomo wins the U.S. title, Miz cashes in, and they debut Taya Valkyrie to shock the world and beat Asuka, and let those three just run rampant on Raw and be the worst people in just ever. And then 2 minutes later, Raj was like, "We're not doing a Raw women's title match."
I wouldn't mind Taya debuting because I'm pretty upset actually that there's no women's chamber match and that the only match is this stupid ass tag team match that got basically thrown together 2 days ago. Bad Bunny.
My God. From New York to Florida. Can we talk about the change in attire for Ms. DeVille?
That's what she had on the pre-show.
Yeah, that's what she had on at the...
I missed her during the pre-show.
Oh.
I prefer the suits.
I do too.
Oh, that's what you should cash in.
I'm just glad she's not wearing the black shirt and black tie.
Yeah, she had it on during the pre-show because Street Profits came out and were like demanding a title match, and she was telling them they were being rude, and she has an office and they need to.
Everybody's going to be heel on SmackDown eventually. I'm just.
Got to knock on the door. Oh, he's going to give one of those. Ooh.
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 He's going to turn around. It's going to be Priest.
This year's Snooki.
How dare you talk about Damian Priest like that?
Oh, well, you know.
I like Bad Bunny. I mean, as long as he's not getting like a legit title, nobody cares about the 24/7 title. As long as he's not getting a legit title, I don't care.
Wait until he turns heel on Damian Priest. I'm keeping this title. It's mine.
Like, I mean, I've said from the beginning, literally from the Rumble, that it's going to be a tag team match against Miz and Jomo at Mania, and that's what it's going to be. Who cares?
Oh, Evil Knievel.
Jeff Spicoli's here. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Evil Knievel, Jeff Spicoli.
Yeah.
So there's no way Lashley loses this. I can't see it.
That's a guy I can't believe re-signed. I gotta be honest with you. I thought he was gone.
Riddle?
He's happy to make his money as long as they offer it.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably getting legal protections of some sort too.
Yeah, because if he stayed with that damn lawyer he had before, he'd probably be in prison for the rest of his life.
Probably.
Listen, just because he printed off his deposition and "Hello, my name is" papers doesn't mean it's
so very, very funny. I had to print something off for my attorney a couple months ago, and I had labels in my printer and didn't realize it, and that's what I printed it on. And I sent it to Sean, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And he was dying laughing. I was like, "I really just printed my legal papers on labels."
Does that make you a lawyer?
At least I did not post it on social media. So
it does in Arizona.
It does in Arizona.
Oh, I
that guy was literally like a pro bono attorney. Like that guy, he was something. He was probably friends with the mediator I had on Friday.
Yeah, pro bono attorneys. Yeah, you get what you pay for. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Just a reminder to everyone in the chat that Elias did not play the solos on his newest record.
Oh my god.
Prove me wrong, kids. Prove me wrong.
Oh, I haven't looked at the chat. Who's saying negative shit about me?
At least you're not being asked, who are you?
Hannah, I care. I want that belt.
Kevin Street said it right. I was saying Evil Knievel, but Super Dave Osborne was a better call. With the Riddle,
they need the stunts back, and it's just a dummy of Riddle getting shot out of a cannon or something.
It's so strange to me.
Can do it.
It's so strange to me that they put Jomo in this match, but I feel like it was because they went into the meeting, and when they gave Vince names, that was the only name that he knew. So he's like, "Yeah, have him win." Like
John back for making that Bad Bunny diss track. Yeah, put him in the match.
You got Death Row Records to do it.
This man has not lost a match, really, let's be honest, since Backlash.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't count the Riddle. I don't count the Riddle tomfoolery thing.
Other than Roman, he's the most protected guy in WWE.
Yeah, before that, before Backlash, the only match he had lost, a singles match that he had lost, was Aleister Black at WrestleMania.
So
the dude's been kept strong.
When MVP came, I thought it was just the one-off Mania thing, and then like the next night he did like the talk show or whatever. Would have never guessed that a year later he would have one of the only usually interesting parts of Raw.
Oh yeah.
Like would have never guessed it. I mean, I didn't think that he was going to be back full time by any means.
Something going on with Lashley's side of his face there.
Oh, he looks like he got a cut.
Yep.
Did you guys see the pre-show when Billie Kay gave her resume to MVP?
First of all, how dare MVP slander the good name of Billie Kay?
She is the funniest performer in that company right now. Oh.
I just love the moment whenever her plan is failed and it's like, ah! Ah!
The woman can do no wrong. I don't care who you are.
Well, I've told you the way that you need to enjoy the gimmick is from Beyond the Mat when Vince says we make movies. So look at it as Billie Kay thinks she's in a company that actually makes movies. Yes. So she's actually auditioning for every part she's getting right now, and you enjoy it on a way bigger meta level.
Yeah, I never
Make
thought
it
of
much
that.
worse. Have her take a sip of water and swish it around her mouth in a segment.
Just that cocky swallow. Just I make movies. Look at me.
We make movies.
I think everybody has Lashley winning this.
Oh yeah.
I do not. I have Lashley not taking the pin and losing the match. And Riddle probably winning.
I originally
Again, I want Jomo.
Yeah, I originally had this match on first, had either Riddle or Lee winning the match, and then Lashley somehow finding a way into the chamber, but I don't think that's going to happen either. But
I had to run back in for this real quick. I have to go build a castle for my children. I had that Riddle was winning, so we'll see.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense to me.
King Corbin is now at Hannah's place. Okay.
Well played. Well played.
Took a while for that one to hit, but it hit eventually, so I'll take it. Thank you.
I could toss Hannah backstage, but then I might mess up and forget to bring her back.
That landing was not good. Legs were straight.
Why do I have in my notes that Riddle is facing Elias and Jomo? Why is that happening right now? There we go.
All tall guys look alike.
Accurate. It's true. Yeah, I agree.
Morrison sneaky tall.
Lashley with the torture rack.
Jomo, is that a nickname you're attached to?
Jomo?
Yeah.
He's used it for years.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I mean, it sounds like another word that you probably don't want to use, but you know.
Look out! It's like a surprise that he's there,
dude.
Oh,
my God!
Golden Retriever, bro.
Wow. So who do you guys want Lashley to face at Mania?
I want to see Lashley and Drew at this point. Knowing what we know and how we've seen it kind of play out with Lashley and the way that they've built him, I would love to see him make a case for that.
Hard to disagree with that.
If I can't get Lashley Brock, I will take Lashley Drew, definitely.
Yeah, Lashley Brock would equally be great, but if Brock doesn't want to work during a pandemic, and I can't blame him, then why not?
Brock doesn't want to work in empty stadium. That's
I can't blame him for that either.
Yeah.
I read that.
Look at all those screens.
It's not sold out.
Well, by Mania, they're finally talking about, even though it doesn't really matter, but they are talking about doing the like cardboard cutouts again.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
same here.
Quarter capacity?
If that.
I
don't think they've really sorted anything out at this point, and you're less than 2 months away.
Yeah.
I'd read today that the goal or the hope is to have around 30,000 in attendance on both nights. But we'll see. We'll see what actually happens. I guess it kind of depends on what the situation's looking like in Florida at that time.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, that was killer.
I am of the opinion they should always have Mania in Orlando, but that's not a popular one.
Why?
Family destination, vacation location.
Well, when Disney buys them, I could see that happening. It's actually, I think, Universal now that might be the one that would go after them.
It was the most fun I had at a Mania was the ones in Orlando because there was so much to do.
Yeah.
Like, LA is going to be overrated in terms of stuff for people to do for the most part.
People that have no idea about LA traffic are going to lose
Exactly.
Yeah.
They thought New York was bad. Whew.
Yeah.
People that don't know where this stadium
sweet.
really is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a mess.
Inglewood will be a great place to visit.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I mean, when I went to LA for the SmackDown premiere, I got an Uber driver that was like, let me take a shortcut. And it took like 65 minutes to get like 15 miles. because he was going up all these roads that I lived out there. Like, I wanted to be like, just let me drive. I was getting so mad.
Years ago, I went to E3 when I managed a video game store, and I would take a taxi, and each time it was about $12. And then one guy, and they even told me like that some of these cab drivers will try to keep you in their car longer so they can make money. And I had one guy get up to $60, and I pretty much took like his information down. I'm like, there's no way you're getting this. I know it's only about $12 to $15. And sure enough, he cut it all the way down after I started threatening to report him. It worked.
I think it was Rob that said when I was building the castle that said something about cardboard cutouts at Mania.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, Vince hates the idea.
Yeah, that was the thing that originally that I've heard, but and I even saw somebody reported today that I wasn't. I don't remember who it was now, but they were talking that they're talking about it again, but I didn't think they were talking about it the first time.
They said every time they bring it up, Vince is like, no. And like KD doesn't like the idea because he says it won't look good on screen. He would rather just have the other, like where there's not people do like the Thunderdome.
It's like I said, you do a pod of people and you do a bunch of Thunderdome in spaces, a pod of people and then Thunderdome. Like there's a way to make it work without it looking
what I
super
said
empty.
Is I figured that they would do the cardboard cutouts just because wrestling fans will pay $100 to have a cardboard cutout of themselves there. And they would make all kinds of money. People paid $1,000 for a freaking Undertaker cameo. Like, people pay $100 for that.
All Elite Scooby-Doo.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, they will literally pay $100, even if they didn't send it to him afterwards.
30,000 clones of Rick Bugenhagen.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God.
I tell you, man, nobody got more over than him at NXT house shows.
No! It kills me that they decided to now take him off of TV. It's like,
well, he got injured.
Well,
he had a bunch of surgeries.
Oh, did he? Because I've heard
now
he's been.
Now he's back.
Okay. I know when I saw, like, I just couldn't really. It was one of those things where
he's
entertaining the crowd, like, big time.
Yeah. Did he have heat or did he have buzz?
He had heat.
Sorry, that's a distraction.
Due to his antics during the empty arena shows.
Right, because he would try and mob for the camera. That's right. And I talked about that with a few people. It was very obvious. And there it is. To the surprise of nobody.
You called it.
Wait, I can do the retweet.
Maybe they elevate him.
I wasn't paying attention. Who did he pin?
Jomo.
Jomo.
Okay, I kind of figured. I didn't figure that Lashley would pin. All right.
So I'm guessing now. I'm guessing Lashley gets elevated into the world title picture somehow after Sheamus or whoever.
Sean is texting me. Eat your damn steak, Sean.
I did not expect that at all.
Really?
That's what I figured. They have been all about him lately. I don't know.
I mean, Lashley's just been such a machine. Why would you even take the belt off of him?
Because I think they're going to put him in the main event.
Yeah.
Can't you do it with the belt on him? Just like he doesn't have to lose it.
No, because then you lose one of the quote unquote marquee title matches for Mania.
Yeah.
You can do.
Sorry.
About the idea of marquee.
The U.S. title match is a marquee match of.
I know, and that's the thing. Like, I want to use quotations when I say marquee. It's a title match at Mania, which is something that they always want to do, and it can be. Maybe that's going to be the ladder match this year because normally it's the Intercontinental Championship ladder match, but this year the U.S. title match could be that match. Who knows?
It's always some sort of gimmick. What is he doing?
He's taking his tape
trying
off.
to get the tape off. Okay, I was like, what is he doing? Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look weak losing that because he didn't take the pin, and then now he can go after the main event title.
Yep. Exactly.
And they'll run it back tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I always love the ladder match at Mania because that means whoever's coming back from injury is going to be thrown into there.
Yeah.
Their toughness. So who's coming back from injury we can throw into this ladder match?
Or just
they'll-
returning.
Title.
They'll
I'd be
move
okay with
Alistair
Almas
over
coming
from
back.
they'll move Alistair over from SmackDown.
Jimmy Uso we can throw in there.
There you go. Move
Yeah.
him over from SmackDown.
That way he can go back out with a leg injury.
Oh my god.
I think the plan was always for Riddle to win and not for Keith Lee to win.
Yeah, I don't
honestly think that they'll do Keith Lee if he's good to go. They'll do Keith Lee and Riddle. Maybe even that could be the Mania match. Who knows?
Their opinion of Keith Lee changes by the week.
Yeah.
Seems that way.
I've been told that.
I'm not denying that what you're hearing is true. It
does.
You can see it. It feels that way.
It really depends on what kind of mood they're in when they get there.
Well, there will be pitches, and there'll be like, oh, we're not using him this week. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So earlier I tweeted that I was really disappointed there wasn't a women's chamber match. I feel like especially, Monday, if they obviously knew if Lacey's actually pregnant, not going to speculate on that, but
Sorry, we made that mistake earlier.
could have put together a match for the women to have tonight. Like, wouldn't have been that difficult.
No.
And some guy says, it would have been rough. The WWE women's roster isn't capable of doing that kind of match justice.
What?
Yeah, I don't think so, Tim.
I sent it to Sean and I was like, I'm not even going to respond to this guy because, just because booking sucks doesn't mean the talent sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the thing. That's what and I think it's obvious that I've told so many people in the past, I don't know how many years, it's never the talent. Like, that's the problem. It's storyline, cameo.
Yeah.
But that's my biggest problem. Like with things, it's rarely the talent that's the problem. Rarely.
Well, and I mean, most of those women have been in a chamber match before. Like, Shayna destroyed everyone in a chamber match last year. Like, Nia's been in one, Peyton's been in one. Why couldn't they have put something instead of having this, which makes no sense? Like,
I'm convinced
It does and it doesn't. Like, we talked about it on a prediction show that my co-host and I did earlier today. And like, what do? You have these two drop it to Banks and Belair. Banks and Belair go down to NXT. You pop a rating, and then you play out that Banks and Belair can't coexist. Something happens. They drop tag titles to Kai and Gonzalez. Kai and Gonzalez go up and they start defending it on Raw and SmackDown. Their first match is against Naomi and Lana. They win. Therefore, you build them up a little bit more. Like, there is a way to do it, but the way they get there is a little ridiculous.
I feel like if anything, it should have been Carmella and whatever his name is as the number one contenders. Like, he got the pin.
Reggie?
I know. I said
Like,
that. I said that Reggie is number one contender now because of this pin right here.
Shayna,
And
we
Lana
see you
with
as
the 3.1.
we see you as a raccoon, so we're gonna darken your eyes.
I hate that so much too.
And you bite people, so you're a rabid raccoon.
Rabid raccoon. With plenty of those in Toronto.
She got poor rabies.
Apparently, that opening sound that you hear in Shayna Baszler's music are horses whining because of the four horsewomen.
I
not know
thought
that.
I thought it was originally supposed to be Tessa Blanchard's theme if she'd gotten some.
Oh, I'm happier with this.
Hey, Kayla.
Hey, Kayla!
Yep. Hey, Kayla. I remember that video that you posted, Hannah, of Hey, Kayla, your kids.
It was this one.
Oh, is that one?
Hair.
Yeah.
Keep you in hair.
He
We
was
should have
like
him do
he was like 2 at the time, and he kept yelling,
Oh.
"Hey, Kayla! Hey, Kayla!"
I remember that. That was great.
Oh, how will they coexist? Oh, crap, it's Reggie.
The man with the worst accent in wrestling, and it's phenomenal. I love him.
I can't wait for him to forget that he has an accent someday in a ring.
it'll go the way of Kofi's Jamaican
Yeah.
accent. That'll be great.
Oh, that was solid. Like Triple H, like what happened to this guy's accent or whatever? I can't even remember what he said, but just Kofi's reaction, like, oh my god,
Can I run around here?
that was hilarious.
Sasha's
Okay,
walking
so
up
now
on her.
Bianca's teasing that she'll make her decision after their match tonight. Why not?
Mama, what is so?
Oh, they're bringing them out together too.
I know Sasha's husband had to spend a lot of time on that jacket.
All them fringes.
I'll never understand how WWE never like promoted like the Star Wars Mandalorian stuff.
Because it wasn't
With
their
her.
doing.
It's just dumb.
And then
Because-
did it on the Q4 call, which
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Because they don't want, to them, that's not, like, what does that help them? Saying
Well,
that she's on something else. Like,
also she wasn't cast because she was on a WWE show. She was
exactly.
right.
because she was on
Exactly.
Hot Ones
Yep.
for a bit, and Jon
Yeah.
Favreau goes, "Whoa, who's that?"
Exactly.
Which-
they don't
which is-
they don't want people to be successful outside of them.
Which is a time-honored tradition in Hollywood. Oh, who's that? Who's that attractive woman? I want to cast her in something. There you go.
And you know who got her on Hot Ones? Her husband. Not
Also,
kidding.
Really?
also the one
Yeah.
who makes all her costumes.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right. And everyone else's costumes.
Yep.
Does not make Bailey's.
No.
She made a point to say that on the New Day podcast when they were
Oh.
talking about, because Kofi was saying he took his gear to him and was like, "Hey, I want you to like make these into capris. I don't want to wear pants anymore. I want to change it up." And he was like, and then I realized he was making yours into capris, and she kind of laughed and she was like, "He doesn't make my gear." I was like, "Oh damn!" Like just the way that she said it, like okay.
Just walk away.
That turtleneck was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. It was so phenomenal.
So funny. Oh,
like-
she's so damn funny.
A turtleneck with cleavage and a midriff. Okay, let's put that out there.
When she was screaming, "Go through the door, stupid! Go through the
Yeah.
door, dummy!" I was like dying.
Yeah, she's
Very,
so
very
good.
good.
I was sad to
Oh,
hear
my
about.
Lord.
I was sad to hear about her news this week. And
Yeah,
that sucked.
I
Yeah,
had a
definitely.
bad feeling that was coming, but
That's something that shouldn't be public. I got to be honest with you. That
Yeah,
the
I was
thing that
surprised,
turned
and
me
I mean, I wouldn't bring it up, like, but it was just one of those things where I've like been there.
it felt
myself.
very weird having a notes
it felt petty.
announcement of it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
that's-
like, Jeff and I kind of talked about it on my Twitter when I
that's how I
mentioned
felt
it. And
as well.
it's very one-sided is how it felt.
Yes,
Yep.
very. I muted myself, and I spoke with a couple people, and they all that know them, and they all kind of felt the same way. I have opinions anyway, but many men don't handle it when their partners are more successful than they are.
Woof.
That and
You know it's true.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
disagreeing with you.
No, I
It's
No,
an
and that-
unfortunate reality.
and that
people
is
can't
what-
just
and-
coexist. in
Yeah,
things.
and that's why they stopped following each other on social media because he was getting tired of being called Mr. Bailey.
Which I
But-
get too. I mean,
Yeah, I
like
get that.
I fully get it. And people on Twitter are so weird. They'll tag Sasha's husband and tag him all the time and be like, "Just wait till they leave you." Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, if
Like,
you read the replies to her asking for dates, it's the creepiest thing.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like, I mean,
favorite.
it's just very weird.
my favorite was what happened to you a few days ago. Somebody tagging Jim Cornette for something just that, like,
he went on lock too.
So what was so funny, I was literally in mediation, like mad as hell. And she has me get out my phone to look at my calendar, and I get the notification that he's tagged Jim Cornette, and I'm like trying not to laugh. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this man just tagged Jim Cornette in a post and saying that I'm bullying him because he told me I was not a real wrestling fan because I bought a Bad Bunny jacket. And I'm like, okay, like, you just tagged your daddy to come fight this argument for you. And little does he know Jim Cornette has me blocked. So that was not going to happen.
The other thing about Jim Cornette is he actually, I don't care for the guy, but he actually has come out and said why having the celebrities and stuff like interact with wrestling is smart, like money wise. Like he basically said that if it adds eyes to a product, who cares? He talked about the Lawrence Taylor thing. So this guy's argument was like invalid all like from the start.
What was it, Starrcade 85, I think, or Starrcade 84, where it was Joe Frazier was the special referee? I mean, this is a long time historical thing that you have celebrities involved in wrestling and stuff. It's just...
I mean, and I know I look at things differently than a lot of people do with like communications and marketing and public relations and stuff, but like people that probably have never watched WWE or hadn't watched in years, I guarantee you they were going on there and buying merch just because it was Bad Bunny.
Andy Kaufman was bad for wrestling. It's like, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird to think that any sort of mainstream success for them is bad.
It's funny when she goes on mute,
it's very funny.
Taking care of business.
I have a friend who refuses to watch the main roster product because of the Saudi Arabia stuff. So I get, but he just asked me in PMs. So Miz cashes in on Bad Bunny for the 24/7 title because he slapped him, right? That's how you solve that problem. I go, my God, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And yet,
yes, I would do it. Who am I kidding?
Sorry.
I'm just sitting here waiting for our friend Denise to be on the WWE watch along.
Yeah, somebody should let Sean know that she's going to be on there.
She said she was to be on for the women's tag team.
Yeah, and she's not. It's Victoria and Dakota and Raquel.
What the heck? That's when they told her she was going to be on.
Might have been a last-second cut.
Oh,
no. Yeah, I get that. Oh, there's Denise. She literally just popped up.
Okay, good. Because I know she was excited about it.
Let Sean know that she's going to be on there.
Yeah, someone text Sean.
He actually just messaged me.
Yeah. Just say, good. Rob wanted to make sure you knew she was going to be on there this week.
Tell those dorks to talk about Denise.
Yeah.
Sasha Shayna is a program I actually wanted to see at one time.
Yeah,
I'd watch it. I watch everything, but yeah, that would be cool.
When they lost the tag titles, I was so like, oh my God, now we can actually make Shayna not suck. Like, I mean, the reception she got when she showed back up at NXT, like, people like to not like her.
2 years ago, horsewomen was money. Nobody could tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't understand. Also, Bianca's gear looks great. She always makes great gear.
Yeah, she makes her own, right? And she just
she's very talented.
She knows how to make it. Yeah, she knows how to make herself look great, and that's something that you need to know.
Yeah, very talented.
My God.
I think mine froze and I had to go back into it. I think I might be a little bit ahead of you guys now.
Nia just pulled Bianca out of the ring.
Okay, yeah, I am. Because just a couple seconds.
No, that's weird.
Uh-oh.
Sean
Is
just tweeted that he wishes he had a Jimmy John's in his counter, and that's what I literally had for dinner tonight. It's like, wow, that's weird.
Oh my God, no, that's not gonna happen.
Get up there.
Yeah, we'll get it. Do it. If she can do Otis, she can do. Well, oh, that was yeah.
They want to protect Nia. You know she could do it. Is it time for Nia's hole to hurt?
I think they've given up on it. I think they saw that it played its role. Bring it back at Mania.
I told him she was on, and he said he's so proud of her.
Oh, as he should.
She's so cool and awesome. She's gonna make it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If AEW was smart, they would take her now.
Works her ass off.
She does.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
She really does.
Oh God.
Here we go.
I'm so sick of this man.
He's gonna break that bottle off her face, isn't she? Or isn't he?
Yeah.
I loved the whole thing Friday when Carmella was like, "Where have you been?" Like, this is so stupid.
I was about to be so upset if they played that off as if as if Carmella didn't have a TV in her own lavish dressing room.
The thing that sucks is she always has to watch it at an angle, though.
Exactly.
That's how they teach
Anna,
people
I want to
watch.
hear the train go by. I don't know why you muted yourself for that train.
He's a heel. He's supposed to do stuff like that.
Everyone was always just like, oh, yeah, what? Just leaving Carmella out of this whole thing.
Train.
Like another pay-per-view. There we go.
That was dumb as fuck.
It's expected.
This is exactly why I said, why did they have this match? Because I said they were going to win from the beginning. So why the hell did they have this match?
That was some stupid sports entertainment shit right there.
Stupid. Just because they did not have a women's match to put on the show, so they said, let's throw this one on.
You know what this means, friends? You know what this means? Lana and Naomi can still win the women's tag team titles. I'm hyped.
Oh, I want to give Dakota a run with those titles.
Sorry, friends. I don't see it happening. It's going to be Lana and Naomi on the big stage, winning them titles.
Oh my God.
Culmination of all of Lana's suffering.
I need Bianca to beat the shit out of this man.
Oh, you know what's probably gonna happen? She's gonna yell at Reggie this whole time that kill Sasha.
Oh, I was expecting
cross.
Sasha to attack Bianca there.
Oh, it's all leading to that double cross to get to Fastlane and do Mella versus Sasha.
Oh, you know what it's gonna be? Is at Fastlane it's gonna be Carmella and Reggie against Bianca and Sasha, probably.
You could do that. You could do Mella versus Bianca for the shot at Sasha at WrestleMania.
Jeez. Ding dong. Hello.
Oh, going back to that whole conversation, that was probably one of the funniest replies with people being creepy with Bianca. Someone posted a screenshot of them sending her a DM that just said "ding dong hello." That it's so stupid, but it's the only thing that's like even remotely cute.
That was one of my favorite parts of the New Day Valentine's episode was them talking about Woods talking about how he's left his DMs open because it's like helped him with so many opportunities. Like that's why he got the G4 gig and everything. And he was like, yeah, leave your DMs open. Not mine though, but leave your DMs open. And he was talking about how he was like, the time that you convinced me to have mine open for like a day, the stuff that I got in my DMs.
So Fastlane's going to be on both Peacock and the WWE Network. So not everything's going to be moved over in time.
Interesting.
Mania is going to be the first Peacock exclusive show.
That ought to go well.
Yeah, that's a question.
I'd say that's why they're doing this one partially on both. So if it doesn't work for some people, they
that
can.
Is interesting right there.
Oh, that is interesting.
I like it.
I would much rather him be cashing it in on Riddle.
Lashley helps Miz cash in and then gets a title shot.
Tom Morello.
Yeah, trying to get a cash in on Riddle just to have Lashley win it back tomorrow night.
Well,
Joel,
yeah,
are you as good as Tom Morello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Everyone, just take my advice. Just go to twitch.tv/GoPearl. Go follow me, and tomorrow I'll be playing music.
Go follow Joel on Twitch. He entertained me while I was working the other day. I listened to him play music on Twitch.
Yes, and it only went out of sync a bunch of times, I'm sure.
Actually, I wasn't watching. I was just
musically, it's all weird.
Yeah.
Is this the last? Is this it? Is this the last match?
God, is it?
It is.
Which, I mean, I guess it is a chamber match, so it's going to be long. But
it's going to be an hour, but like we're going to this show's going to be over at 9:45 Eastern.
I bet those people are very happy that they'll be starting their drives back to Orlando before super late.
You say Jeff's going to be ready to have dinner by the time this is off the air.
Right. I miss the West Coast time.
I keep myself on East Coast time though, so it's it's
push because of work.
Yeah, because I work East Coast hours for work, so
yeah, that's true.
Until I take over the WWE network on Peacock, and then
yes, it is.
The shot has been shot.
Proud of you. I have nothing but the best for your shots.
Well, it's just weird because my contact at Peacock is someone I knew in a former life. I was like,
"Oh,
you're at Peacock now?" She goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, can you show somebody my resume?" She goes, "Yeah, happy to." I was like, "Oh, great. Yeah, it's a producer for a radio show that I used to write jokes for." I was like, "Oh, nice. Hey!" And then there's someone at WWE who, out of the blue, offered, and if I told you the name, everybody would know who it was. But it was just like, why is he going to? Oh, he's just going to check to see if they have any say, and if he does, he'll put your name out there. I was like, it's awfully nice.
Yeah,
very cool.
That's cool. I sent my resume to a couple of friends the other day because I hate my job.
Oh my god, me too.
It's the first time I've ever put wrestling podcaster down as a job.
Hey,
because I never made that much money even at Fightful, so. I'm not on the Salcedo contract. Let's put it that
way. Hollywood.
Yeah, well.
Oh, yeah. I just hate my job. I even got a raise. My last paycheck even had a raise on it, and I still hate my damn job.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's such thing as a job people really like. I mean, be honest with you.
If it was something that I even enjoyed, like maybe 5 minutes out of the month, it might not be too bad, but I literally wake up every day and I'm like, is today the day I'm going to quit? I hate my job.
I've been somewhat blessed in that all the jobs I've gotten was because of where I went to school and stuff.
Right.
But at the same time, the types of jobs that they hire those types of people for are all the high achieving, you're working for creative, or you're either creative or educational geniuses who hate any kind of adversity whatsoever. Like working in big law for 20 years, you realize that all these people who went to like prep schools and Ivy League law schools and stuff think they should be ruling the world anyway.
Yeah.
And now I'm working in software, and that person who created the software is another one of these. I have a system, and that system should work every time, and it does when I do it. But now these people who I haven't trained properly should be able to. It's like
Yeah,
it's like,
that's pretty much my job.
It's like I've always wanted to work in those places. They go, it's a fun place to work, and you can play foosball all day. And and my brother has one of those types of jobs where he wanted to go in the office and was his entire social life. And I'm just like, how did you luck into just being you and getting paid gobsmacks of money just to be you? He's like, don't know. He is with the Nature Conservancy.
How do they have that?
Donors. Their entire thing is donations. So
someone donated a foosball table?
I do government contracted insurance, and we run like the government, so that should tell you all you need to know.
So Civi has a Civi has a question. Jeff, will you keep your podcast if you get the job?
I'm not there. There's no way they're going to allow me to keep a podcast and do that. And if they listen to the podcast, there's no way I'm getting the job.
Gonna say, wipe it, Jeff.
It was so weird because this week it was like Chris started to go into WWE on the whole. They got a discount at the corporate store, and they got $3,000 worth of stock, and how that's no real substitution for an actual bonus and stuff. And I go, I cannot speak ill of my future possible employer or something.
Yeah, sometimes I always laugh and say they will hire the people that do the podcast that are negative about them just so they can't do negative podcasts about them anymore.
I'm here for that. I am here for that. Pay me. I mean, how I
that's
put
good
it was,
PR.
how I framed it was, I went, look, I know that there's two types of wrestling fans. There's wrestling fans, and then there's WWE fans. Mm-hmm. And what I want to do is I want to make this network work for both of them. I want to get this thing curated. I want to make it an actual network where they have, appointment television for certain kinds of fans and things like that. And I said, look, I've done these podcasts for years. I'm not a fanboy, but I know the product. And I think that makes me better than a fanboy because I'm not emotionally invested in it. I'm not going to tell you, that I love the WWE. I'm going to be fair about it and say, hey, I'm a wrestling fan. I want to make it a good product for everybody. So I'm hoping that pitch works. I can understand if it doesn't, but I hope it works. I would really
like to see Almost go into the pod with AJ. Continue.
Oh, please. Yeah.
I think they're going to hire somebody who's already done streaming services and stuff versus somebody with product knowledge. So they're going to get some cast off the Major League Baseball network or something to do it. So who knows?
Yeah.
It's going to be someone's best friend who already works for the network.
Or they're going to want somebody for cheap. And it's going to be, hey, would you like to come in for 2/3 of your current salary? And I'm going to say no.
Yeah, they're real good about that. With their brand manager, they wanted one person to live in LA and someone else for New York City. Both of them to already have connections in Hollywood, and they wanted to pay them $75,000 a year. Yeah. And I'm like, do y'all know how much it costs to live in LA and New York City? First off. And
probably about that.
If anybody has those connections in Hollywood, they're not leaving their job to go make $75,000 a year with you guys, because I guarantee you they're making more than that somewhere else.
No, most of the writers who come from any kind of television background in LA have either let their union membership lapse or they were already working non-union to take it because they're not going to get.
Yeah.
Having been in that world too, that is a lot of money. But they also, you're basically living in an office for 8 months out of a year too. So
I just when I saw that, I'm like, y'all are insane.
You take the New York job, you live in New Jersey, you take the transit. Come on,
that's what they're hoping for.
That's what they're banking.
Oh
on.
yeah.
Absolutely. Or you're gonna live in New York. You're gonna be 21 and living with 5 roommates in your,
in a closet,
solo apartment. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really love that they've got people that, have to work out of Stanford, even though they've clearly understood now that people can work remotely and get their jobs done. Still making them come into the office now that they can come back into the office that have worked there for a decade and still live in little bitty ass apartments because they don't make enough to live anywhere else.
Well, Stanford's pricey too. It's
yeah.
The one good thing about the people that I knew that were on contract was they'd keep them in that rundown hotel across the street from headquarters.
Right.
So Randy and Jeff Hardy are going to start this match.
Exciting.
Interesting.
How interesting.
I had Jeff as the first one out because I feel like he's the only one that no one thinks has any possibility of winning.
Could you imagine Jeff Hardy?
There's someone else headbutting the thing. What is wrong with these people?
They're best friends. They want you to know how much they appreciate each other.
I was really unsure. I think Drew's winning. but I was really unsure about who I thought he was going to pin to win.
Well,
I put down like on my predictions, because I did like the 3 thing, like the 3 different sheets. I put down different people for each one because I was not sure.
I could see a swerve where Jeff pins somebody, but I think he's probably first out.
Jeff pins AJ Styles.
Yeah, that could happen.
I'm really happy to see
versus
Kofi
Jeff
in this.
Hardy.
I'm glad that he got put in this. Because I didn't think Kofi, I mean, he ain't going to win, but I didn't think he was going to be in the main event title picture like ever again after that god-awful loss to Brock.
Yeah, that was one hell of a week.
That was so painful.
Someone brought up this is the shortest main match card since Canadian Stampede of 4 matches only on the card.
Wow, that was...
Yeah, this is like a takeover style show.
I am fine with less is more if everything's good.
Yeah, the only less is more here are the matches, not the camera angles.
Yeah.
What's really annoying to me is that they have drones, and they have not used the drones at all in these chamber matches, and it could look really cool. You can even do a drone spot.
I think they used one for Sting this past week.
Oh no, they have an overhead cam stationed.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah,
Man,
Yeah.
on the rig.
I got to use a lot of. I got to use that shot for a lot of photo shops that I did, and ended up deleting because they're like either not that good or
this is
didn't
a
go over that well.
crane shot.
Oh yeah, they live for these jib shots. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Sean is going to yell at me for saying this probably, but Austin Aries may be the dumbest human I have ever seen. He signed tinfoil hats at his signing today for the people
that was today?
For the people that disagree with the handling of COVID and don't believe in COVID. He signed tinfoil hats for them.
He is dumb.
What a
there's
moron.
a difference between being skeptical and being stupid about your...
Yeah.
Yeah, because Randy's never been in this thing before, so he has to stare at the fucking door.
Right.
What the...
Friends, we
It
have
would be
some
so funny if he
Styles
didn't even
joining
get
us.
inside.
Hey,
Alex,
Hey.
hello.
Alex is here.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Jeff. It's good to see
Hi.
you. It's been a while. Remember when we used to do these things all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got out of the game and I stayed in. I think
No,
you made the right
I've been in...
choice.
No. This is wrong. I've been in the game. It's just nobody invites me to places. That's the thing. It's like I had to leave for that other job, and I couldn't guarantee that I'd be able to watch SmackDown on time. And all of a sudden, it's like, "Why'd you quit Fightful?" I go, "I didn't really. I just I couldn't guarantee anything."
Oh my goodness.
Hawkins, you want to do an Impact watch along sometime?
Sure.
Wonderful.
I haven't watched Impact in ages, though. So yeah.
Oh,
Although
better.
I am here for anything. I'm only here for Sue Young, and
Susan.
Yes, she's my favorite follow from the Impact roster right now. Trust me, I'm Susan. Love her gimmick.
I love it.
I love that Sean finally saved himself time today and sent it in a group message instead of the single DMs he was sending to everyone every time we were doing this. Oh, I really wanted Randy to get attacked before he even walked in. Fiend, just go ahead and take him out.
There's still time.
Alex, I'm now watching Milwaukee Bucks G League games.
Oh. How do you pronounce that guy's name?
Mamadi Diakite.
Diakite.
Who is just awesome.
The Bucks have always had great G League players that they just decide, well, there's no room for you. We're just not going to sign you to anything, and they wind up someplace else scoring 20 and 10.
Well, his thing was he is a borderline, at best, NBA prospect,
Right.
and then all of a sudden he gets in this G League training and he's a monster, and you're like, where was that when he was at Virginia?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to point this out. Wrong watch along. That's the other one. That's where you can find it. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Denise is not here.
She's going to be back for another segment on that watch along, by the way. Not to take people away from this watch along, which is, so much more fun. And the people here.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm getting rejected by Anna Bauer.
Now that Alex is here, if it's anything like last time, I may need an exorcism again. So you never know.
Alex is just here in case the Fiend shows up, so he can lose his shit on the broadcast.
No, here's the thing. The way they ended the first SmackDown stuff with the Chamber and Brian winning, and then Brian getting submitted with a guillotine after almost submitting Roman, and then Edge coming out and declaring war on Roman Reigns. If that's not the end of the pay-per-view, what could it possibly be? So I'm only watching this to see what crazy stuff they have planned.
No, it's gonna be the Fiend in the chamber with a giant hammer and Alexa Bliss sitting on top of the Elimination Chamber, laughing in a rocking chair, and weird ass kids in a choir or something. It's gonna be
while the Miz cashes in on new champion Jeff Hardy.
Yes,
something crazy.
We have made predictions, and they all pretty much. I said that I wanted someone to be out of their pod, and then all of a sudden the lights go out, and the Fiend to be in the pod, and them trying to keep the pod shut. And then he said Jeff said he wanted the lights to go out, and Kofi to just be gone, and the Fiend to be in his spot.
Sure,
gonna say Jeff had the Clue vibe going. It's the Fiend with the knife in Randy's back, with Alexa in the kitchen.
In the observatory, yes.
In the observatory,
with the hammer on the apron.
I just want a return of that dumbass hammer from Hell in a Cell.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
That's why they're bringing Denise back to the other watch along. Have a make good for that Hell in a Cell.
Oh my God.
We owe her one.
They're doing that because Denise would never say on the watch along that dumbass hammer from Hell in a Cell.
Exactly.
That's why they're going back tonight. They're going to do something so awful.
That's why Denise gets invited.
Denise is on a watch along where she has to not scream about Reginald the Sommelier being the most important character in that entire tag match.
Yeah,
exactly. Ray Callahan says Alex is the founder of the MSK Popcorn Company.
True.
No, what we need is we need an open channel to Denise while she's on this watch along, just giving her snarky shit to say, and her having to take everything in her being to keep from saying the snarky shit on there.
I need to see Denise interact with RJ City.
Oh my!
I need that in my life.
I don't know that Denise would know how to handle RJ City.
That's the best part. Oh man, my favorite person.
I haven't I haven't interacted with RJ City in a while. Usually I either have photoshops of Ed Asner in their forum, or they're usually shots at AWA Super Clash, because he pretended he was in AWA for a while. That's who he signed with.
Yep.
So I'm a big fan of his.
It's my favorite gimmick, and I love throwing Destruction Crew and Bad Company references at him to see if he gets them.
When SummerSlam was in Toronto a couple of years ago, there were a bunch of shows happening at a place called the Met, which is pretty close to my house. So I was at all these shows, and RJ was on a bunch of them, and so was Allison Kay. And so I remember to get to the bathrooms in this venue, you had to go downstairs. Now, downstairs was also where all the wrestlers were dressing. So it's towards the middle of the show, and I go downstairs to use the bathroom, and on the stairs it's just RJ and Allison Kay just hanging out, having a full-on conversation, and I'm just oh no, this is awkward. And they both look at me and they're like, we can make it more awkward. And I was like, no, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. And I have a pretty good relationship with RJ, going back to talking about Greektown Pro Wrestling in Toronto. So I was just no, you two go back to your deal. I'm just gonna go use the facilities and never speak of this again. He brought it up to me the next day.
Nice. He's good. I like him. He's good.
I like him.
Yeah.
The most surreal thing I think I've ever been party to live is seeing Drew in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla in that tiny Reseda American Legion Hall, doing the tope over the top rope as he's coming towards me in the front row. I was like, shit, I'm gonna die.
Well, you never shared a bathroom with Nunzio?
I've had reports of wrestlers having sex in bathrooms, but
Not where I was
What
going with that one.
What did I just come back into? Oh my lord.
The wrong stuff.
My lord. I mean, he's not wrong, but
I had a female friend come back. Yeah, blank is having sex with some chick in the women's restroom right now. I'm like, in this dirty ass place, really?
yeah,
Look at what you're doing in the ring.
seems legit.
You're just beating the crap out of Jeff Hardy.
That's what he's there for.
Pin him. Just pin him and get him out. Let's move this thing along, people. Come on.
Some of us have bedtimes.
Vince still thinks he's 25, so he can throw him around like he's 25.
Well, he's still wearing the same attire as when he was 25.
Exactly.
Look at that. He's still wearing those bowling shoe wrestling boots.
People don't age in the WWE. They come back and they're the same thing they always
Mom,
were.
can you hear me?
Yeah, it's like The Simpsons.
Wonderful content.
That was great.
Sorry about that. He has on headphones, so he wanted to make sure I could hear him.
I can hear him. Just let him know that, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
Maybe if we're lucky, we get Randy Orton versus The Fiend at Mania.
That's luck.
Sorry.
Who's luck?
I started reading this comment. The hosts are over the top annoying. I was gonna say, okay, I'll lay off, but it was about their watch along with Denise. Okay.
Oh, they're always.
Who's hosting that show today?
I don't
the
know.
bar.
They're always annoying.
Kayla.
Yeah.
Bump crew?
So it's gonna be Matt, Camp, and all them annoying people.
Yeah. Let's take a look, shall we?
See, we need McAfee's annoyance on there because that's a good kind of annoying.
Where's the watch along even at? Like, how do you even watch it?
The
think it's just
Facebook?
on their
Go to
YouTube.
Facebook. To YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say I ain't going to Facebook. That ain't happening.
It's I think it's Ryan Papola and Matt Camp. And Denise is
yeah.
on right now, actually.
With Booker T.
I like Matt a lot.
Yeah,
I
Ryan
do too.
Papola is annoying as. Yeah, he's.
Yeah,
very
I'm not
annoying.
allowed to say that. But yes.
So Randy wins this, right? And then it's him versus The Fiend at Mania for the title. Because
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Stop doing this with popcorn. It's too good.
I mean, we're all in agreement that they have nothing else for Drew to do.
No, he just comes in with the troll, grabs a handful of popcorn, crunch, crunch, crunch. Go on that one, suckers. I loved it. That was beautiful.
I'm gonna have to get out of this watch along because they're being mean to Denise, and I'm gonna yell at people.
Oh.
Why? It's just a lot of people saying Denise and bring back CM Punk.
Are
and
they
I love
asking-
Becky.
Are they asking who she is? Who are you?
Who's
That
this
No, that's
girl?
what happens here.
Who's this girl? This girl's annoying. This girl's boring.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a bunch of people saying DWO. Oh my
Ooh.
God, it's Denise. I'm also on top chat because I'm not crazy.
Oh,
That's
yes.
awesome. That's great.
My God,
that's something I was not expecting.
No, not at all.
it's
I was not.
spicy. I like it.
Oh, what's
I love that-
Almost doing here? He's ripping the back
Yes.
off of AJ's pod.
I love it.
You can escape. Be free.
Well, now
He's
what?
a free range Styles.
Now what?
He's gonna eat an RKO outside, isn't he?
He was gonna try and attack him outside.
Oh, this is great. That was a good move. I like that.
Is he legally in the match? That's what I wasn't understanding with that thing.
I guess the idea was that he
No.
wanted to outsmart Randy.
He's,
Okay.
No, he's not legal in the match, but of course they
Okay.
say he is because there are
'cause
no
who
rules.
who
Everything's
needs
made up and the
storytelling?
points don't matter.
Yes.
Oh, look, it's everybody's favorite.
Kicking him out now.
And by everybody, I
What
mean
they're
one
gonna do.
person's favorite.
I appreciate the Who's Line reference, by the way, man. Alex.
You're welcome.
Why don't you just have him climb up and over and into the cage?
I wanted Pierce in this match. I
No,
don't care.
AJ's gonna get pinned here, isn't he?
Well, it can't be a roll up because he's currently outside
Well,
the ring.
I thought there were no rules.
There are no rules until there are actual rules, and then those rules must be followed. He's mad at himself.
Oh, he was gonna like flip out, and then the camera cut, which is pretty much as tradition.
Nice. So the likelihood of Miz getting involved at the end here, high, low, what are you guys thinking?
1,000,000%. Now that the Fiend is not going to come back and attack Randy Orton, it has to be the Miz. If it goes off the air with like just Drew pinning Sheamus to win it, like that's the most boring thing possible.
Right.
It's only interesting if Lashley helps Miz.
Right. What would the deal that those two strike be?
You get the first title shot, and then Monday they set up some weird triple threat for Fastlane or something for the next Raw or something. I don't know.
Basically, Miz MVP saying Lashley will destroy whoever's the champion at the end of this thing, and then you come in and pin him, and you give Lashley a title shot on Monday.
Yeah.
And then Lashley beats Miz with an inch of his life and becomes a champion and doesn't give it up for a year.
And we get Drew and Sheamus at Fastlane for the number one contender gig or something.
Yeah. Because, man, they did Lashley so dirty when they gave him that title shot versus Drew. And the whole thing was about how Lana was a terrible manager. It wasn't about the match at all.
I had forgotten about that and blocked it out of my mind.
Yeah, and Lashley absolutely deserved a rematch, and they never even thought to give him one. And he's been absolutely dominant as U.S. champion for months.
The amount of stupid storylines I have somehow blocked out of my memory.
You're lucky.
Lashley did an interview this past weekend where he was talking about the storyline, the love triangle with Lana and Rusev, and he was talking about how uncomfortable he was, but that Lana was so committed to the character, like he was just really impressed with her.
She has some skills.
Yeah, I'm going to kill you.
Oh yeah, I have no complaints about Lana. It's just,
that's a hell of a bump.
They're the ones writing the story, right? You can only do as well as what they're giving you.
Yeah,
that's Jeremy Lambert taking care of you, huh?
Yeah, that was Jeremy being a real good pal. 2009, that's what it was.
The better story would have been if Ali had knocked Kofi out of this match. I'll be honest with you. And then they probably just kill Ali within like 30 seconds.
Jobber says Alex Eating is 1,000 times better than this main event.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. It's been pretty entertaining.
Wait, Sheamus is staring outside the pod?
He's looking for a way out.
I mean, those things are made out of saran wrap. Like, just kick your way out.
He's having a moment of ennui where he's contemplating his life and what came to this. Oh.
Good Lord.
Okay, who has been eliminated?
Randy Orton.
Randy.
So ends no Fiend again. Unless the Fiend is actually going after the WWE champion for some ass reason.
Oh God! Oh no!
Yeah, we already learned he doesn't care about titles, so
he's perfect for WWE.
I'm very upset I didn't get to make Adam Pearce comments.
Yeah, we made him for you. It's cool.
I know I was listening, but I'm very upset.
Oh, AJ's hole.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like Alex was saying, now I'm starting to think that unless there's a title change, I don't understand why you wouldn't have the Universal title segment on last.
No, that moment when Edge speared Reigns after what Reigns did to Bryan, and pointed at the sign, that was, and then put his hands behind his back and whispered into Reigns' ear. that was absolutely perfect. To not do it at the end means you have to have something bigger or crazier.
Yeah. Well,
And
Sean tweeted, WWE just created a way for someone else to sneak into the chamber later in the match if need be. I mean, that's got to be what it is, because that's what I said when that match ended earlier. I said the same thing. Why would this not go on last? Like, first off, why would Roman Reigns not be the main event of the pay-per-view?
Somebody said that the Fiend was going to light the entire chamber on fire, so you couldn't have another match in the chamber after that one, which makes sense, I suppose, but not anymore. Not with Randy out of it. What's he? Is he declaring war on Jeff Hardy?
Right.
After he said that, friendship, and it comes down to them punching each other in the face, just like they did when they were still friends 3 months ago.
Yep.
There is no one I could give fewer fucks about than Sheamus.
Literally no interest at all.
I think he's very, very talented as a wrestler, but as a personality, they've done nothing with him other than fella for like 10 years, man.
Now he's Brad Pitt's character from Snatch.
Yeah,
like he
only backstage though.
He's basically
and that's their idea of characterization is wear this hat.
Wear this hat.
Yeah. Cameron Grimes.
Well, can I just point out, by the way?
Now he's got a new hat.
I want it. But the point is, they have him go and do the stupid hat. They have him tape up his fists. And look at how he's looked right now. He has it on his wrist. He does not tape his hands when he's wrestling, but he does when he's backstage.
Just hanging out. He always has his fist taped.
I'm always ready to fight, except for when I'm scheduled to fight.
Is there a memorable Sheamus promo out there?
No.
Not until next week, where he starts talking about a caravan, Periwinkle Blue.
Actually, Sheamus 515. Sheamus 515 was a pretty memorable moment.
Well, there was that moment where Roman Reigns tried to get the crowd to chant tater tots.
Oh
my god!
I forgot about that.
No! This is a steel trap, guys. This the worst things that WWE does that I watch is they just stick in there and I can't get them out.
Funny.
Welcome to my hell.
Wait 10 years when you're at this level, and then you'll.
So you said that about Sheamus with the hat. Well, the other Irish guy, they just gave him a leather jacket, and that was his whole gimmick. So they don't really know what to do with him.
No.
Don't make fun of him, or I'll have you eaten through a straw.
Yeah, and now he's a fucking cat talking about his litter all the time. So
that's right. What a great week.
Oh my god.
Sorry, after Alex mentioned the Fiend lighting the whole chamber on fire, the first thing that came to my mind was the scene from The Dark Knight Returns when Batman lights his emblem on the bridge. I just imagine something like that. I could see that being something WWE do. Oh, Batman was big.
Yeah.
And the movie's 9 years old now.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh yeah.
Kevin says Kofi has G4 logo on his pants.
Yeah,
yes,
he's
he
had
does.
it for a while.
I saw it when he was up against it. Yeah.
Haven't noticed. Wow.
Oh, that looked painful. Nothing beats gut kicks.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a Bad Bunny running.
Oh, yes. My God. Let the 24/7 championship be an option C maneuver where you can cash it in for any title you want.
Let them have an elimination chamber match for the 24/7 title.
It'll just be 5 roll-ups.
I'm actually okay with that idea.
Just have Truth run into every pod. Every time he gets eliminated, he gets into another pod. What's this angle? Am I the only one that hasn't seen this angle?
This is the drone I've been waiting for.
I was going to say, I have not seen this.
They're gonna miss it when.
Wait a minute, guys.
There you go. Oh.
That was confetti.
Yeah.
On top of
that was
the thing?
confetti on. Yeah. That was a piece of confetti. There's a WWE title change coming up. I don't know who's going to come out, but Drew ain't.
Jeff
got confetti
Hardy
up there.
They wouldn't give Drew confetti for retaining.
Retaining it? Maybe. It feels like confetti is a new champion thing.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from there.
The Miz!
Yeah, no.
Yes, actually, I'm not. Yes.
WrestleMania main eventer.
I think it would be funnier
Everything old is new
if
again.
they're all about this drone now.
Good. I said it enough. I willed it into reality.
Yeah, they're watching our watch along.
Oh, here you go. Kofi Mania comes back, and Alex just loses his shit as the Miz comes in, cashes in on Kofi. 1, 2, 3.
I would cry. I would literally cry.
Oh,
here's the thing. I don't think
And
anyone
then they never
notices.
speak of it again, and Kofi's right back down to the tag division.
I don't think y'all seen it yet. I am the biggest fan of dark timeline planning. Okay, I'm for this.
God.
You gotta have this spot in every multi-man match.
Oh yeah, get that tower.
I'm so over the Tower of Doom spot. I just... Every War Games, every Elimination Chamber.
I just felt Sean rolling his eyes.
Yeah, for sure.
That one just landed. It was starting to go a little sideways towards the end.
And if you want your penis to be a Tower of Doom,
hey, not this channel, not this channel.
So I just sent about the confetti to someone that is there, and they sent me back the emoji with all of the the mouth and the eyes just straight. So definitely.
It's okay. I'm sure that our friends WrestleVotes will say something about their two big eye emojis earlier.
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Kof.
Give me that Jeff Hardy. Give me that Jeff Hardy win.
Hardy has lasted. How long has he been in the match? Because that's
since
how
the beginning.
Long. That's much.
Yeah.
I'm saying how many minutes? Because that's as many minutes longer than I thought he was going to.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be
now.
the first one out.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was going to be out within a minute. Come in and get RKO'd and out. What a yeah. Hey, it's all former WWE champions, including Jeff Hardy, who was last champion 14 years ago or whatever it is. Come on. It's ridiculous how all these people AJ Styles is the newest guy in WWE, but he's also been around forever elsewhere.
damn.
I mean, I don't know.
I love a good chop, though.
Mm.
Kofi,
how about those Mongrovian
chops?
chops?
I have been so disinterested in Drew McIntyre's title reign that I really don't care if he loses it.
Well, it's they haven't really. They've forced him.
He's such an uninteresting champion. Yeah.
Bye-bye, Kofi Mania.
A dozen matches with Randy Orton, who just sucks all the air out of everything.
Yeah.
It just does it's.
They couldn't decide which champion they wanted him to be, so they were trying different things.
They were trying all of them.
Yeah, charming, sarcastic champion, ladies man champion,
COVID survivor champion.
Yeah,
a Drew McIntyre versus the Hurt Business, feud that lasted a while. Where Bobby Lashley's there, he's feuding with him, but MVP gets Shelton and Cedric to come in and always be there and screw over Drew. They could have done something like that.
So I just looked it up. Jeff Hardy won the WWE Championship at Armageddon 2008.
There you go. 13 years. Sorry about that, Jeff. I don't mean to disparage you by saying 14 years ago. 13
Here we go.
years
The
ago.
shirt's off. He's going up to the top of the pod, and he's going
into that pod spot.
Miss.
Oh no, it's true.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my God! This man is made of rubber.
It's ridiculous.
Geez.
I thought everybody was gone. Huh.
He is. It amazes me that he does the shit that he does, and he's only had 2 big injuries ever.
One of them was a dirt bike incident. Wasn't even in the ring.
Yeah, like he jumps through freaking tables that are on fire, and he's like, "No, man, I'm fine." Like,
You geek.
sorry that you tore both quads walking to the ring, but I'm good.
Very upset right now.
Damn it!
No.
There goes Jeff.
Why not
Okay.
Why not get rid of him with a brogue kick instead of the Claymore kick?
What?
Sold it like death though. Look real good.
Oh no,
Guys,
it looks great, but you get rid of a guy with like Jeff Hardy with the heel in the fucking match.
Yeah, no,
What?
go ahead.
Which is worse, having Sheamus as champion or having The Miz as champion?
Sheamus.
The Miz is a transitional champion. There's no way he holds it
Yeah.
for very long.
Yeah.
He never
Also,
walk
The
into
Miz will-
Mania as
The Miz will-
champion.
The Miz will
Sheamus
be
would walk into
relatively
Mania as
entertaining.
champion.
Miz will play up the Hollywood aspect of
Yeah.
it, and it'll be kind of interesting.
Miz would at least try to be funny. Their stuff is about 50% hit, 50% miss for me. Like, I know some people hate some of that stuff, but they're just so stupid that I think that they're funny. But I have, like I said, I have no interest in Sheamus. I've never had interest in Sheamus.
If Miz becomes champion, Bad Bunny's going to become WWE champion.
Oh god,
I'm on me.
David Arquette gets taken out of the books finally.
They would do it. They would absolutely do it.
I definitely think Miz is having the tag team match with Jomo against Lord against them at
Priest
Mania.
and
So he would
Bunny,
he would for sure be transitional.
Yeah.
Lose it at the next pay-per-view. God, they have another pay-per-view before Mania.
That's
Hey
just
man,
dumb.
in a month, 1 month time.
Jeez.
Whoever's got your sound on there, you might want to turn it down or off. We don't want to get struck.
Somebody has their audio.
Someone have their
That's not
audio
mine.
on? Network audio?
Not
There.
me.
Sorry,
Fixed.
friends. Wonderful. I could see the Miz winning just so that they can renew Mrs. Mrs. for season 3.
And make it a
That's the
storyline.
most important thing. You're right.
That
It is. It's a great
show
show.
is never going to be. Yeah. Yeah, and then for that one, they'll have to move to Florida because he's the champion and live there for 3 weeks, and then have to move back to California.
I just don't. The thing I don't want to happen is for everybody to say they're going to cancel the network again, because that would be 2 Denise watch-alongs in a row where everybody
Oh my
threatened
god! Right.
to cancel the network.
I understood moving from the Hollywood Hills to go to Austin because it's a far cheaper standard of living. I did not understand moving from Austin back to Thousand Oaks, where they are now.
Because it
Unless-
wasn't real. It was all
it's
for the
not real.
storyline for the show.
They were
Well,
renting a mansion, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they're
Yeah.
renting. They're renting anyways. They're not buying any of these houses, anywho. But it's just one of those things where it's like Miz isn't actually going out for crap in Hollywood. So,
Right. It's very weird. Very, very strange. Yeah, I don't.
They actually live in Minnesota. You just don't know it.
Hey, we're neighbors.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh my god.
Him and Wade
Okay.
Keller are real tight.
yeah.
yeah,
I
it's-
actually have a buddy that runs into Chad Gable a lot.
Why
like,
is SRS on another show? Because he does appearances on other people's shows on watch-alongs. We're just on
Yeah.
here so he can monetize this channel, basically.
That's
We're
right.
trying to get watch
Eventually,
hours
yeah.
up. We're doing the
watching.
work.
Yeah.
We're watching. By the way, twitch.tv/Fightful Gaming. Don't forget.
What's
Yes,
Miz's
and then
next-
after
sorry,
the
go
show
ahead.
on the Fightful channel, the post show, and that starts probably about 5 minutes after this show ends. So,
Yeah.
and he
I was
has
gonna say,
this,
I hope Miz's next acting role is as another wrestler who gets killed in the MacGruber sequel.
Oh, that movie was ass, and I loved it.
How dare you? That movie is brilliant.
But
I love that movie.
the SNL sketches were brilliant. The movie was god awful.
Oh, you take it back. God awful
So-
movie featuring a wrestler in this match. Mordecai, Sheamus wasn't really in the match, but there's a scene where they were watching a Sheamus match, which just for some reason I thought was funny.
Jeremy making a sandwich on Twitch yesterday got massive numbers?
Yep, I was there. We were talking about sandwiches and everything. It was great. Oh my God, Sheamus is out.
There we go. This is what America wanted.
What's
What?
I had it.
Drew.
So in one of my guesses, I had it down to Drew winning and AJ being the one that he pinned.
like? Yeah.
Did you pick that?
And
guess?
What? Okay.
Alex's brain is in the process of complete combustion.
At least we aren't getting a Sheamus title reign.
No,
yeah.
I mean, like again, we're down to Drew and AJ, and neither one of them is like a thing. Like who cares? But just the idea that they did what they did with the SmackDown Chamber match, Brian winning it, that amazing transition, like.
Oh, that was beautiful!
Wow.
There it is.
AJ's the new Matt Sydal.
Here we go.
Where are you at, Miz?
So now what?
Miz and Morrison. Hey.
Hey.
Ho,
Ho.
Now what?
Where's
I
Aya 2?
I think Lashley's running
Something has to happen.
Come on.
Yeah,
If
it's not even
nothing happens,
9:30 here. We got 5 minutes to kill.
Come on.
If
let's
nothing
go.
happens, then they lost their minds on booking the show.
lost
I'm going to be watching Investigation Discovery Murder Mysteries by 10:45 p.m. Eastern tonight.
Sean, people were upset that you were on a different watch along. We were trying to explain to them.
Listen. I'm pulling the Paul Heyman. I'm getting a paycheck off a rollerball right now. That's what I'm doing.
I think Ciampa turns on Gargano here. What do you all think?
Oh, that's some
What is this angle? What
Jimmy
is-
John.
They're pulling the pulling the.
Okay, I see
Chamber
that
up.
now. I was
It's
like,
so-
what's
like,
happening?
It's so funny, Sean. You were so right. They created an opening for anybody to sneak in. They wanted to, but
And
they
they
still have to
didn't.
pull the damn chamber up to do whatever they're going to do here.
Yes.
God, this friggin'
That thing ain't
company.
going up all the way, by the way. That chamber
No.
is still hanging in the middle.
Yeah, and it's real dark too.
Oh, somebody's going to pay the boss man to lower the chamber again.
Oh no!
That was cool, though. I like that.
Oh no, it's
Miz-
climbing. It's just very
Miz
slow. winch.
does have that Miz and Mrs. money, so I mean,
Yeah.
Season 3.
if they close the show with this, I swear.
Oh, there it is.
Oh!
Yes! Woo! Oh, it's the thing.
Gonna beat him up. Miz is gonna come out.
Oh my God.
We said earlier that's why he lost it.
I like a good mercenary story.
I am very much a fan.
Oh.
Yep. Bobby Lashley has been one of the more protected people in WWE over the last
He's
6
We
months.
talked about it.
He's the second most protected guy after Roman.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Last match he lost was this guy, and I don't count the Riddle thing.
He
Yeah.
deserves everything he's going to get here. The spot, a part in the spotlight. He's been so good. They protected him, and he's delivered in that spot.
It was
Protected and
wild.
Also
Like,
looked like crap. He looks great.
you could
Get the
almost
rest of the
see
Hurt
the
business
point.
out there.
You could almost see the point in TNA where this is the guy he became. It's like he woke up one day and he was like, "I'm the baddest motherfucker here, and if I chose so, I could beat up every single person here." And that's what he made his character, and he's been really good ever since.
And I don't think if they would not have put him with MVP, I don't think he would have ever got elevated to this spot either.
True.
I think it's so
Shelton
funny.
helping him.
I love it that every 5 years, if we just go in cycles, because this match was
Come
5
on.
years ago in Impact.
Come on, give it to me. I came to play. Do it. Come on.
Oh, we're doing it, and I am all
Oh.
for it.
Oh man.
As long as it also gets Jomo with that U.S. title.
Yeah, he does have it. I didn't notice it earlier. He does have like a gash. or
Wave them in.
something.
Yeah, I got
Wave them in, Bobby. Wave them in.
There it is.
Oh my God!
I
Oh,
forgot
boy.
that they were talking to him earlier in the
Okay.
show.
Yeah,
I
it's in
forgot
my
they were
notes.
talking to
I
him
hope he
backstage.
cashes in. Let him cash in and then. Oh, never mind. That's not going to happen.
Now let's see
Okay,
if they do
at
the
least-
dumb gimmick where he has to get on his feet before they start the match.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
At least John
I-
Cone knows how to do a cash in, and he's not out there
Yes.
like, "What's his face? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, that was great.
20 minutes.
Oh,
you
Damn
sure
it,
you wanna
Keota. Yes,
cash
I'm
this
sure.
in?
young lady, are you sure you want to cash in this thing right now? Because you're not going to get another chance to do it.
I've never seen this before. What is this thing? What's inside this? I don't understand.
I know I've worked here for 30 years, but what is this? Come on.
Yoda, where are you now?
Oh my God.
Oh, my network just
Oh my
conked out.
God.
Oh,
Pick out.
Oh my God.
oh my God, he's gonna win the title.
Oh my God.
My network conked out right at. Oh my God! You're
Oh, this is
kidding
great.
me. Come on, that's bullshit.
I'm so
Where's Jomo?
I'm getting the
Yes!
ring of death. I'm getting the ring of death.
Wow.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. and Mrs.
Oh
Season
my
3
God.
has been announced.
Hit the confetti
here.
now.
Oh
Confetti.
Wait.
my
Confetti.
God.
Where's the confetti? Alex
Where's the
told it.
confetti?
Confetti.
Where's the confetti? It was falling down earlier. There was a piece on Sheamus's back in the middle of
Wait,
their match.
I must go to Twitter to drink the tears of sadness.
Yeah.
Come.
I can already see WWE's headlines. Raw just became must-see or must-see TV.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Oh.
My kids are going to be so
Wow.
stoked because they loved Miz.
Oh.
Oh,
I love it.
my
I am
God.
so happy right now. we're a third of the way to my plan.
I mean, the thing they have to do is MVP brokered a deal that Lashley would take out Drew if Lashley gets a title shot tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and he loses it tomorrow.
And then he
yeah.
loses it to Lashley tomorrow, and then we can build from
Yeah.
there. I don't need to
Exactly.
see the Miz have this more than
Oh
24 hours.
no, Alex, we're getting the three-way at Fastlane with Miz
yeah.
involved because Jomo's going to interfere on that first title defense.
Oh,
Why did they
goddamn
have
No.
that
right.
I
confetti
think
and
no,
not
I think
even
they're gonna
drop
get-
it?
I think they're going to get Jomo to win the U.S. title off of Riddle because Riddle took Lashley's U.S. title.
Well,
And
what
they're gonna
we're
give
going to
him
get is the Fightful post-show review. Everybody, we'll start with Joel Pearl. Do your plugs as we wrap up.
Y'all can find me everywhere at Joel Pearl. You can also find me twitch.tv/Joel Pearl, or you can find me on twitch.tv/Fightful Gaming. Go follow the channel now. Subscribe if it so makes you happy.
That's next. That's over to you, Rob. You're next.
Okay. You can follow me at Rob Wilkins. I cover AEW Dark and AEW Dynamite for Fightful every week. So go check out my work, please.
Jeffrey.
At Crap Game 13, one half of Shake Them Ropes. You can soon reach me, care of Peacock running the WWE network.
Hannah.
Oh God. You can follow me on Twitter at YourQueenHan. That is 2 N's. And follow me on Twitch at Queens_Court. And you can watch me play shitty video games from my Atari that I still can't play at my old age.
Hi, you can follow me on the Twitter at Alex Sour Graps. I do Sour Graps on Fightful Select on Tuesdays and Saturdays, yelling about things.
Berto.
You find me at Gootsmatic on Twitter and Fightful every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right in the news.
Guys, thank you all so much. I hope you all liked this. Very happy about the turnout and everything like that. Thank you, guys. We're heading over to youtube.com/Fightful. We're out.